Hello, and welcome to Drachmae and Demigods. I am Sammy Ferber, and I will be your host for the evening. Thank you guys so much for joining us for episode 10, double digits, of the Links of Tartarus campaign. We're happy to have you. Just a few announcements before we get started here. First off, we are taking a week off next week for several reasons. We're going to be missing some players, and primarily I am starting a new job that day, and it will be 24 hours after my second vaccine dose, so I have a feeling I'm going to be feeling absolutely awful. So we're going to take a week off, but we will be back the week after the second week of May. So that gives you time to catch up on our show if you're behind, and for some reason you're watching this one. So off next week. Also, I've recently discovered that Twitch does not save the full archives of our episodes, and so episode 0 and episode 1 are already gone from our Twitch channel. So make sure you follow us on YouTube. The link to our YouTube channel is in our About page. Thank you, Quirky. Our YouTube channel is in our About page. You can click that link and head right to our YouTube channel and go ahead and give it a subscribe. Or you can also just search Drachmae and Demigods on YouTube and find it that way. So definitely please do that, especially if you're introducing new people to the show, which I hope that you do. Only place to find it is on YouTube. And furthermore, share our episodes. We are, as I said last time, we are trying to expand the reach of this show. We got some really interesting, juicy stuff coming up in this next sort of wave of episodes, and I think it'll be really fun. So share it if you like it. Okay, so I think that's it. Let's jump into the game. Let me get some music going here. It's real loud in my ear. Let me change that. Alrighty. There you go. Okay, so previously on Drachmae and Demigods. Upon returning to Delphi from Endola's stand, the Hands of Fate split up, knowing there were 2 weeks before the festival in their honor. Ilme, Ryujin, and Alexios went to the Blood Shore to the east, in search of more bloodglass. There, they met the Victors, a group of treasure hunters who were in town to attempt to raid the horde of Apotrepo, a legendary hydra who is said to live far beneath the waters of the Blood Gulf. You formed a tentative alliance with them agreeing to let you come with them to get the treasure in exchange for helping you steal some bloodglass from the Athenian military. You successfully completed the heist, though not as quietly as you would have hoped. You split the goods and parted ways with the victors, saying you'd be back to help with Apotrepo's treasure in about 2 weeks. Meanwhile, Onura and Adagio had an intense fight. Onura wanted to use the Link of Mnemosyne, and Adagio wasn't about to let that happen. A battle ensued and ended with Adagio kicking Onura out of the house with the Link. And so the two parted ways. But not before Mnemosyne told both of them that she could feel another Link calling out for help from the city of Vultura. After that, Onura fled to the forest of Artemis to gather their thoughts. There, they bonded with Mnemosyne, went on a spiritual journey, and eventually ended up at a pool that was sacred to Artemis. Onura would eventually meet some of Artemis's inner circle, including Asenta the Slayer, her champion, who wanted to take Mnemosyne away from Onura for safekeeping. Onura agreed, only on the condition that Artemis herself come and take it. That led to the surprising reveal that Onura had actually spent a significant amount of time with Artemis personally. Artemis took the Link of Mnemosyne, and Onura then earned a sacred weapon of Artemis that was stuck at the bottom of the pool. Meanwhile, Adagio did some soul-searching, even talking to his half-brother and current champion of Apollo, Phaeton. He then spent most of his time helping Odella the Wise prepare for the festival. Upon Ilme, Ryujin, and Alexios' return to Delphi, Ilme went down to the underground to deliver some powdered blood sand to Koran, the poisoner. However, when she arrived, she discovered Scribe Mage Kenai had somehow discovered her plot, and the poisoner was gone. So, let's come right into this moment. Ilme, you stand in this abandoned, dirty, dark poisoner's shop. A note from Kenai in your hand. What do you do?
Well, I am so mad right now. First I want to search around, see if I can find anything. I want my gold back.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Aw, man. I got a nat 1.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm so...
it's unclear if... Oh my god, what is happening? Oh, is Anna frozen? Let's see something here.
I think I'm frozen on stream, and I don't know why.
There you go. I'm fixing it. Boop. Okay. So with a nat 1 on your investigation check, it looks like this place has been cleaned out as far as you could tell. I mean, there are like half-made potions throughout that you're not sure if they're worth anything, but you don't find any gold.
Okay. Is there any way that I can, like, creep around? I want to see if there's, like, a secret, if I can, if there's, like, a secret entrance or another passage that maybe Karan had taken to, like, get out of here or something like that. Is that possible?
I'll say with that investigation check, you can't really find anything.
I know. I didn't think so. Okay, well, then I guess I'll just head on back, very frustrated.
Okay. So it is the evening, the night, essentially. As you come back into Sunbrown Manor, everyone else is getting ready for bed. When you guys wake up, it'll be one full day before the festival. So is there anything you guys would like to do before you go to bed? Great.
No.
That is a good question.
Sounds like you guys are going to sleep.
I'm assuming I'm not back yet,
Correct, you're
right?
not back.
Okay, that's what I thought.
All right, so you all go into your respective rooms, settle in for the night, and eventually find sleep. You can all take a long rest. You wake up to the sun in your windows, the smell of breakfast being cooked downstairs. You all eventually make your way down the stairs at your own pace. What would you guys like to do today?
I haven't faced from flashbacks.
Should we try and find Nora at all? Or
I think we probably should. I mean, that's just what I think. But
in the message that Honora sent me, did they say they were kind of they did come back on the day of the festival?
They said they'd be back in time for the festival.
I'm gonna relay that to everyone else.
I mean,
that is tomorrow, so we're gonna hope that perhaps they'll pop on by, and if not, we'll go look for them.
okay.
Is my forge done? Did I see that?
Going up to look, it is not fully done. It's certainly usable. It's not like... It's almost done. There are still some finishing touches. It's not pretty by any means, but it's functional.
Okay. I might work today. Anybody wanna build stuff? I can do the finger zappy thing.
sure.
What fingers happy thing?
Oh, you don't know about that. Do you have anything to do today?
Not really.
Adagio wins. You wanna work with me? We can build stuff. It's gonna be awesome.
I barely know how to cook. You expect me to work metal?
Don't ask questions. I just put my finger to his lips. Don't ask questions. Just say yes, and then I'll show you.
Sure. Why? Yep. Why not? As long as I get something cool out of it.
Anura.
Yes.
It's around this time you're coming back into the city. making your way towards Sunbrow Manor.
Before I get to the manor, can I stop by the Temple of Artemis?
Absolutely. No one stops you, and you see, as I think we described in your episode, you see there is a buzz of activity all over the city, especially in this area of the city that you're walking through. Walking into the Temple to Artemis, there are some newcomers here, people that you've never seen before. You assume people from far away who worship Artemis, but there's still certainly enough space for you to find a quiet place to pray if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm just going to find a quiet place and pray and meditate for a little bit before I go back
Absolutely.
to the manor. Is the priestess there?
Yeah, you can find her. She's...
Okay, can I go talk to her?
Yeah, as you approach, she's currently... It looks like there's an elderly woman who she's helping guide to a bench to sit. But once she gets her oriented, she's... yes, Honora, it's a pleasure to see you.
Can I ask her about underbrush and see what she knows about underbrush?
Let's find out. That was cocked. Well, there are a great many legends and stories of powerful weapons of the gods and that sort of thing. I confess I don't know the story of this weapon in particular, but if it is what you say, if you found it in a sacred spring in the center of the Forest of Artemis, then you have quite a relic on your hands. Keep it close.
I don't know if I feel... I don't know if I like how she said that. Okay, I'm going to thank her and then go back to Sunbrow Manor.
All right. As Alexios and Adagio are having this discussion about potentially building today and everyone's sort of finishing their breakfast, you hear a knock on the door.
I'll go and answer it.
You see, standing before you, Honora.
Well, hey, you're back. I know you've been gone, but we got what we wanted from Bloodshore.
That's good.
Do you want to come inside? Everybody's here.
I'm still not sure if I'm welcome.
Oh,
Get
no.
in the goddamn house.
Do I hear that? It's like that in character?
Yes. Please.
I'm going to very carefully, slowly and cautiously step in the house.
I'll wait and make sure I'm behind them, so if they try to leave, I'm there.
You're trapped now, motherfucker.
Apparently.
Honora, you walk
Is there any
in
more
and...
food left?
Sorry?
Is there any more food left?
Yeah, there's plenty of food. You guys are feeding a
I
staff
would
now.
like to offer. I offer a plate of food to Honora. Come, sit.
Okay, I'll take the plate of food and just out of caution, because I still don't know where things stand, I'm going to sit as far away from Adagio as I can.
The room is fairly large, so it's a considerable distance. It's almost like that opening scene of Coming to America, with the king and queen on one side and the prince all the way on the other. It's sort of like that, but now the rest of the group is sort of in the middle, looking ping pong battle.
So, do we need to have a little discussion here about what really went down? I mean, 3 of us weren't here for this, so we'd like to get your part of it, Honora. We've heard Adagio's.
I don't know what I want to tell y'all. I hadn't thought this through.
You didn't think it would come
All
up?
you have is
I
we're
was
all
hoping
back
I had a little
together
more time for
again.
this, okay?
We're all here, and we're all safe and healthy for now. So I think that's good. That's good. You know? Be alright.
What did Adagio tell you?
I don't know, what did I tell them?
I think you basically told them your side of the story.
Said, yeah, he pretty much said that you attacked him, he ran away, then the link attacked him, he came back, gave you the link, told you to leave, and then felt really bad afterwards.
Which I still do. Same character.
There's a lot that none of you know. Adagio didn't even know.
Well, we're here and we are listening.
Is there anything y'all wanted to do today? Because this could be a long story.
Nope.
I mean,
I
I
didn't really have any plans in particular, I think. Not that I can recall.
I'm trying to talk my way out of it right now. All right, I guess everyone go ahead and grab food if you haven't eaten. This might take a minute.
I grab a second plate.
Is there any food on the plate?
No,
Is this a plate that is in Sunbrown Manor, or did you like grab a plate?
You go out, grab another plate, and come back.
yes.
He's stealing our own plates now, actually.
Okay, I'll give him
It's a
a
cycle.
It's fine.
The staff is wondering why the plates keep going missing.
I was about to say I'll give him back, but I can't promise that. So
So everyone sort of settles around this long table and just waits.
So I guess I need to start at the beginning of things. So I don't know how much, I don't even remember how much I've told y'all about, I don't know the circumstances of how this mark is on my arm. I don't know what it means. I don't know how it got there. I don't know why Artemis took an interest in me. I don't know any of it. All I know is what it caused in my childhood. I don't even know if I've told y'all about that. Have I told them about that? Have I told you, have in person, like in character, told y'all about? Oh God, oh, trauma time. So I grew up in, where did I grow up, Sammy?
Sullivan.
Thank you.
yeah, that's the problem. I just couldn't remember.
I knew it started with an S. That's all I could remember. Okay. I grew up in Sullivan, and my parents were both devout followers of Aphrodite. And when I was born with this mark on my arm that I didn't know anything about, of course. And from the time I was born, they tried to either rid me of the mark, and when that didn't work anymore, they tried to get rid of me. They tried starving me. They threw me down a well. Anything they could do, and one day they just left me out in the field, outside the city, away from everything. So that happened. Yeah. As soon as that happened, I wandered around for a little bit, and then the stars made a pathway to a temple for Artemis that was run by a lone priestess, Huntress Alexandra. No one ever showed up there. She didn't really have any answers for me. Hey, we have another bot in chat. Sorry, I just popped up. My ADHD latched onto it. Sorry. She raised me as her own for the longest time, teaching me about Artemis before she sent me off to the moon stars and the Sisters of the Moon, and I learned magic through nature, whole 9 yards, stuff like that. We don't have to get into that. But I've always wanted answers about the mark on my arm, and Mnemosyne offered me answers that I've never been able to find otherwise. I told Adagio about it, but I didn't tell him where I got the information. I found out that there's some divine blood in me. No clue where from or anything like that, but Mnemosyne is the one who told me that. And Mnemosyne promised me answers if I formed a partnership with her. So what ended up happening is I was trying to get Adagio to unseal the box so that I could form a partnership with Mnemosyne, and that's when we fought. I wanted answers, and it didn't seem like answers mattered in that moment to Adagio as long as the Titan was, trapped away, and I get why. I just looked at the chat again. So I fought Adagio trying to get him to open the box. It didn't work. Of course, he told you he fled. He came back, and Mnemosyne told us both where the next link is. And then I ran with Mnemosyne when Adagio kicked me out because I've never told y'all before, this is the closest I've had to family, so getting kicked out was a really big deal. Like, I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. The only thing I had was my gear and Mnemosyne at that point. I fled to the Forest of Artemis and attuned to the link, and a lot of stuff happened, and I no longer have the link. The gods have the link now, and I am not going to tell them about Huntress Alexandra because that's still a lot of information I gotta digest.
So that last bit sort of hangs in the air as everyone just sort of takes in the ramifications of what you just said. That the link is gone. The gods have the link.
How is that possible?
Do you want the long story or the short version of this part?
Whatever you're willing to tell us.
Yeah.
Followers of Artemis showed up, specifically Asinta, the Slayer, who is the champion of Artemis. Showed up in the Forest of Artemis where I was. Said that Artemis wanted the link. Long story short, Artemis has the link now.
Okay. I get up. I want to go over to Honora and just put the scarred hand on their shoulder and just say to them, we've all been through hard times. I mean, my mother literally burned my hand, so I understand where that's coming from. But at least with mine, it was out of a sense of perseverance. But we've all lost people as well, and just know you're not alone.
I'm just gonna nod.
Then I'll just sit back down.
And then I hate this. I hate apologizing. I'm gonna get up. I get close to Nora before they show any sort of flinching, I want to run away kind of look, as close as possible before a prey runs away. And apologize. 10 out of 10. I hate these. Okay, Ladora, so I'm sorry. It was in the heat of the moment in which I decided that I didn't want to have you around. It wasn't my place to kick you out, but a lot of things were going through my mind. I mean, myself, I've only had these abilities for a month, and look at the things I could do. I could swipe an entire city's guardsmen in minutes. I can destroy the world. I only imagine what I could do if I was attuned to the Titan. And when I was scared what you could do with the Titan, I wasn't scared of you. I was scared of what I would do if I had that kind of power. It's a lot of fear I misplaced for myself and onto you. Of course, we'll welcome you back. Of course, it's still your home and everything. I just need a lot of time to work on myself before I can accept the things I've done.
Like I said when you sent the message, I think I forgive you. I just need time.
Listen, I'll be honest here. I don't have many words to say. It's a lot to process. But I'm glad that you're both back, that you're both here, and that we're all safe and together again.
For the time being, I'm not going to stay in our room, Adagio. I'm going to move up to the roof. under the stars.
Damn it. I love the roof.
You gotta give me the stars. You're in your freaking father's city.
That's
You gotta give me the
freaking-
stars.
My father's altars.
My goddess controls the moon. Let me have the night sky.
Okay, but as soon as the sun rises, it's my roof.
Kicks me out of my room.
The sunrise is like, excuse me, your time's up.
You can come up. You can come up there. It's not that. I just don't think it'd be beneficial for both of us to sleep in the same room anymore. Not at the moment.
So, the morning is yours. Hands of Fate, what are you guys up to?
I'm gonna go get my stuff out of mine and Adagio's shared room and start moving it up, including moving a bed up to the roof.
Not a problem.
I'll help. I want to help Honora with
For
that.
sure.
I
Can
feel-
I enhance
Moving a
ability?
bed up to the roof, moving it is not that big of an issue. The bigger sort of debate to have is where you want to place the bed on the roof, because
What if it rains?
it's a good question.
Can I get like a tent and set up over it? Can we just do that? Let me have the roof.
Yeah, I'll say you can like take some
I'm
of
the day
the
building
the
a tent.
window dressing down from some other room and use it and some sticks or whatever to make sort of a canopy over the bed.
Okay, I'm gonna set it up on the opposite end of the roof, away from the altar to Apollo.
That's probably the best place to put it, regardless. That's great. Okay. Anything else?
I'm gonna turn to Alexia and say I need to bang some things.
Wording.
Ah,
Wording.
my- oh my god.
Hello?
Wow.
I do that a lot. I'm
That
sorry.
escalated quickly.
Child.
You do
I mean, that
know
went from
that
0 to
Shout out
100
to
real
whatever comic
fast.
to come to fruition. There was Ellie, so you gotta find someone else.
I need to hammer some things out. I need to.
That's so funny.
Yes.
God,
I can
want
help
my
with it.
clip so bad. Why couldn't Quirky be here right now?
I need to. Maybe I'll take reagent again. I need to go cool off in the water.
You need to go get wet? Come
Well,
on,
man.
man. Come on.
Damn it.
That's okay. I'll go. I'm just gonna kidnap them, mate. That's it. We're just gonna. I don't think non.
Me.
Don't.
Don't kidnap the 16-year-old. They're helping me.
Yeah, don't.
Also, don't say you're gonna kidnap Ilme. Ilme's a minor. Wait a minute.
We already kidnapped Ame.
I don't think we kidnapped Ilme.
Ilme
They're
is our
willingly
charge.
here.
Okay.
If there was a kid you didn't want to snatch
I'm
up,
already
it's
used
Elman.
to. I'm already used to taking orphans places. I will take this one and bring them along with me.
All right, so are you helping
My Pied
Alexios?
Piper. Yes.
Okay. So you head up.
What are we making?
Ilme, are you going with them? It won't take terribly long to get Anora's stuff set up on the roof.
Real quick, before Ilme leaves, or like when we get stuff set up, I'm going to since Ilme was the first one to welcome me back, you know, the first one to actually try and comfort Honora, I'm going to go ahead and tell Ilme about underbrush. Since no one else knows about underbrush.
So Ilme, you see Honora pull out this sickle, which is odd because you've never seen Honora with a sickle before, and it almost seems to glow this odd, pure white sort of aura. It's almost hard to see in the daylight, but you can almost feel the energy coming off it. It's not heat. It's not anything you really put your finger on. It's just energy.
So,
Okay.
long story short, I found a sacred pool in the forest that the legend is that Artemis rests in and bathes in before going on a hunt. This was at the bottom of it, the sacred weapon of Artemis, and I didn't tell the others, but I met Artemis. And the only reason I'm trusting you with this is you're the first to fully welcome me back and actually try to offer me comfort. And I don't know how to tell the others.
Okay, first off, jealous. I think I'm the only one. I think I'm the only one that has never met a god.
Now's not a good time to mention. I've technically met 2.
Mind blown. So second off, I need to get something off my chest. When you first left, Adagio, obviously, me, Regin, and Alexios weren't there. Adagio did reach out and sent us a message, well, sent me a message, saying that you left and to please come back. And I told him, okay, but I actually never did anything about it because I really wanted to go to the Blood Shore and get that stuff. So I don't want you to feel like I actually abandoned you in that sense too, but in my own way, I really needed to go to the Blood Shore, and I'm gonna tell her about my whole entire trying to get the poison and figuring out that Kenai knows I was trying to poison him, and now I'm like, I don't know what to do now. I've tried everything I can, and nothing seems to be working for me. But that was the main reason why I didn't turn around, because I needed that powdered blood glass.
You had to do what you had to do. Coming back wouldn't have changed anything. I was gone. I was in the forests of Artemis. After that first message, Nemosini blocked any other messages for me, basically.
But I just needed to get that off my chest, because I do feel like I've been putting a lot of things off, as in like just not telling everybody, and that's just how I am. And with you telling me about you meeting Artemis and Underbrush, I just felt like you needed to know as well that. And if you have any suggestions, send them my way.
I'll think about it. Thank you for trusting me with that. I don't know where I'm going to fit in with things anymore. I've always felt like the outsider of the group just because, you know, I'm the only not demigod here. But, I'll think about it.
You're doing better than me. I mean, you've met 2 gods now?
Nobody else knows about me meeting the first god either. No one knows I've met a god. Except for you.
So, I'm so jealous right now. Okay.
Can I just very quickly hug Ilme and say thank you?
Oh, geez. She definitely stiffens up. but eventually she warms up and hugs them back.
If you don't ever want me to hug you again, just let me know. That was just kind of spur of the moment. I get not wanting to be hugged. I usually don't want to be hugged either, so.
I'm not used to it. Not used to it, but it's okay.
All right.
Okay, I'll let you go.
So, as that's happening, Adagio, Alexios brings you up to his new forge room, and you feel very out of your element. You've never been in a forge before. You're comfortable with heat and with fire, and that's fine, but this almost feels like it's like going into like a mechanic's shop and you know nothing about cars. Like, you just feel this is something he loves a lot and you know very, very little about.
Oh my god. I'm gonna pretend I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna pick up my hair in a ponytail and wrap it around the hilt of redemption.
Okay.
Let's get to work.
You take the empty hilt of your longsword and finagle it so that it keeps your hair up. It looks ridiculous, but kind of cool.
Hey, that's what I was going for. The curls at the bottom are loose, of course, because I'm too lazy to pick them all up.
It's a look, you know.
If that activates while it's in your hair.
Well, it'll go downward, and hopefully my forehead is slanted forward, so it'll just hit nothing.
You know,
I
like,
think I
have stuff to tie hair back. I
It's
literally
too late.
have.
This is too cool. This
Hair.
is just
Too late.
This is just character concept.
All right.
You never know when I might need to pull a sword out of my hair. Come on, like think about how cool it'll be. My hair will be flowing in the wind. A new sword out of nowhere.
It'd be
like,
super cool.
Yeah, I picture it like you go to grab it,
and I'll be like,
and it just gets
Wondercats.
tangled on your, and you're just sitting there yanking it.
I'll just activate the sword and cut my hair. The ultimate sacrifice for my beautiful curls.
Are you ready?
What the heck are we doing?
So just take a deep breath, and I press my thumb to his forehead, and I
See the universe.
smithing. You're going to learn smithing.
So, Adagio, Alexios just touches your forehead, and there's a moment where you're like, this is intimate. We've never done this before. Whoa! Suddenly, it's like dots connect that you didn't even know existed, and it's like an entire encyclopedia of knowledge is getting shoved into your mind, and it's a little overwhelming at first, but then you open your eyes, and the sort of like thumping of your heart fades away, and you look down at the forge and at the various tools that are scattered around the room, and you can't understand how, but you know exactly how all this shit works.
I want to pick up the nearest tool, flip it and catch it, and be like, what are we building?
An anvil.
Enhance ability, throw an anvil.
You pick up your
All right,
pick up
who's
these
Phineas and who's
tongs.
Ferb? You got to decide now.
I think I talk more than him, so.
You pick up tongs and you see like a smithing hammer, and you're like, this is about to be fun. So, Alexios, what are you building?
I'm bad with words. I'll be Ferb.
You look better in green. It's okay. Green? Purple?
So we're making breastplates.
What? Well, okay, I guess my character wouldn't say what.
Yes, breastplates.
Why? Why? And how many? And out of what? All the questions.
I wanted one, but one? Can you use one?
You're like in and
Yeah,
out.
you're like a robot a bit, my friend.
That looks really good, Gavin.
How dare you mispronounce my 5-letter
Yeah.
name?
DJ?
Beep boop boop. Beep,
Well, welcome back to Alexios and Adagio, those troublemakers.
Okay.
Hey, Regin, what are you up to this morning?
Eating breakfast, and then I feel like, man, I have no idea.
You could just wait
Like-
until people are ready to do something together if you want.
I mean, I guess I'll
Something
just I'll go to the Temple of Poseidon.
Sure.
Probably just try and clean it up a little bit, make sure it looks nice. Say a few small prayers, try to apologize to the gods for thieving.
Okay. What are you gonna say to Poseidon?
I know that I'm supposed to represent you and be a hero and be a source of good, so I just wanted to say I'm sorry for the whole blood glass incident. Probably went against my better judgment there, but my friends needed help with that, so I went along with it. It's okay. I'll make it up to you, I promise. Also, what do you, if you're listening, I think we're gonna encounter a Apo Trepo soon, and I'm kind of nervous about that. Yeah. Thanks for listening, Dad. Great talk.
Go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Okay. $88.
Yeah. So you sit there for a while in that saltwater pool in the temple. You feel good?
You feel good? Great talk, Dad. Love it. Some high quality father-son bonding time. It's great.
DJ, how you doing on your end right now?
Can you hear
Yeah.
me? Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so quick before it goes
I know
wrong
what
again.
happened. I'll slow down. What did you hear me say? I'm sorry.
Breastplate.
I think you said, yeah, you're gonna make
Oh,
one,
yeah.
but possibly two.
Yeah. Do you want one? Can you use medium armor?
I think I'm proficient in light and medium. That seems about right.
Okay. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not anymore.
Okay, then you can use one.
All right, heard.
And just so I know, Alexios, what are you making the breastplate out of?
Yes. Oh. Now I do have bullet hide, right?
You do?
Will that do anything?
I would say you could certainly use it. I would say you'd probably want to use it in conjunction with steel, not just entirely bullet hide. But yeah, that could make it pretty dope.
Yeah, so I want to use that, well, both of those. I want to use. Yeah, I just have regular steel, right?
So say it again.
Or do I just have regular steel, or did I ask for a whole bunch?
You
of
got
stuff?
a bunch of stuff.
I
Yeah,
can't
you got a bunch. You got steel, you got copper, you got brass, iron.
Yeah, we're just gonna do like steel and the bullet hide.
Okay, so this will be a bit of a skill challenge. So first it will be an intelligence check plus your proficiency with your smith's tools at advantage because Adagio is helping you.
Can I design the like breastplates and then like?
Yeah, we'll say that's how you're helping him. You're sort of like Alexios makes the blueprint, and you're like, yeah, but it'd look better if it was like this.
What if we just like etched the sun right here?
There you go.
Maybe a hammer over here. Some fire.
Yeah.
The bullet over here. Like, yeah, that'd look great. There we go.
Plus my intelligence plus proficiency.
Correct. At advantage.
You said.
Wait, so how much of this can we actually make? Because
26.
26? Okay.
Yeah.
You have a strong handle on what you're doing, and it especially helps that Adagio is helping you. And so you are very familiar with how to make a breastplate, and even with using partially foreign materials to you, the bullet hide works similarly to a sort of metal plate that you have used before. So it doesn't take long to separate the metallic part of the bullet from the sort of fleshy bits underneath it. And you are ready to start. Can I now have you make a strength check plus proficiency at advantage? So this is the beginning of you hammering away at this metal once it's out of the forge, hammering away at the hot metal to get it to begin to form into breastplates.
Okay. That was that advantage, right?
Yes.
Mm, 17.
17. Okay. The bullet hide, I mean, you're so unbelievably used to hammering steel. The bullet hide doesn't melt quite the same. It doesn't soften quite the same. It still softens and it's still responding to the hammer, but it takes a significant amount longer than you would have expected it to.
can I enhance ability?
Sure, you can't do that in retrospect. You can do it for the next one.
Or yeah.
What ability are you gonna enhance? Is that how that works?
Yeah, I think I pick a specific one and I'll just do bull's straight.
Bull strength. So that is advantage on strength checks. You know he's already getting advantage on all of this.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fine, I'll save my spell
Okay.
slot.
Double advantage.
Double advantage.
I wish. Wouldn't that be so cool?
But
so you get to keep the first.
So
one.
it does take more time than it would normally take for you to make 2 breastplates. But they are starting to come into form. For the final part of this, I will have you make a dexterity check plus your proficiency at advantage for these final, more detailed sections to turn it from a slab of breastplate metal into a beautiful breastplate.
This is where my artistic talent gets to woo. I'll be very sad if it looks it rolls like a 3.
23.
23.
17 plus 3 plus 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Alexios, is there any sort of specific design that you're putting on these breastplates?
See, well, for mine, I would have put. Yeah, I would have tried to put flame designs of mine, light, but I want it to be barely noticeable through the color.
Sure. So, whoa, what is happening? DJ, could you mute yourself? Oh, it's not DJ. Who is it? Adagio? There you go. It was you, Isaac. Be shamed. So, Alexios, as you finish these chisel marks on these breastplates are starting to come together, you see they reflect the anatomy of the torso. So they have lines where pectoral muscles become clear, the beginnings of ab muscles on a classic Greek chest plate. No arms. And with your deft fingers, with the guidance of Adagio's artistic eye, you're able to make it so it's as if flames are coming from underneath the breastplate, but it's the same. There's no color differentiation. It just looks like there are lines where the abs are, that it looks like you are almost emerging from flame, but the flame is metal. And it's subtle enough that you'd have to get within fighting distance to notice, but it's there. And I will say, because of the low strength check and how long it would take you to hammer these 2 breastplates, this does take you basically the entire day to make these 2 breastplates. However, at the end of it, because of the infusion with the bullet armor, these are 2 + 1 breastplates.
I don't know what that means.
Basically, they're a magic breastplate that would give you a +1 to your AC above what the breastplate would normally give you. Yeah.
Nice. Did I also get to design my breastplate, or do they both look the same?
I'll say because you have exactly the skill set that Alexios has, the second breastplate you can choose how you want to design it.
Yes. I want it to look like the city of Delphi, and then the sun rising, so it's like a little circle like this, wee, and then a chariot, just right here.
Okay.
Wee. It's like my dad.
Okay.
But the chariot over my heart.
Sure. So it almost connects the metal nipples that are on it. It almost looks like the Disney logo a bit, like the but there's a chariot there over a cityscape, and you can see this. It's sort of hard to differentiate Delphi from any other cityscape, but you do see the sort of general size of the buildings, and the one tower on the right side, sort of touching where the pectoral would start. That signifies the tower in the Whispers. It looks great.
Yay. I'm sure my dad will love this.
So you guys can both add breastplate +1 to your inventory. And if you'd like, you can equip it.
Oh yeah.
And DJ, we'll try to fix your whatever's happening over break.
I'd like to say real quick, the way that the laugh, like, messed up with the robot voice, it just sounded like T-Pain
For
with
sure.
autotune.
Oh yeah. All right. So, Alexios and Adagio are basically occupied all day, but after Anura's bed is all set up, the three of you, Ilme, Anura, and Ryujin, you've got basically the majority of the day to yourselves. What would you guys like to do?
So
Go ahead,
I've-
sorry.
there's been festivals before that Ilme's probably been in
Yeah.
from Delphi, I'm
Yeah.
guessing, with all these games and stuff. Okay. So Ilme would know pretty much a lot of these games and which ones would be the best. Or do you
Well,
think
I mean, there have been there are holidays, so there have been festivals before.
Yeah.
But you do get the sense just from sort of being on the streets that there's a lot of foreigners coming to Delphi for this one, which is rare since most of the holidays they celebrate are celebrated everywhere. So why would people come to Delphi for a celebration? So there is a slightly different clientele for that. And because of that, people who are coming from far away are bringing their things. So there are some basic ones, like Dragon Chess is at almost every celebration, but there are a bunch of other things that are new to you. That being said,
Okay, well, I just
Yeah.
mainly wanted to be like, so there's this one really good, some kind of food thing, I don't know, that they've had every year, and I'm like, I need to show you guys.
okay,
this.
actually,
Or
it's
something
funny
like
you
that.
mentioned that. So as you just sort of like walk out onto the street, you do see there is a large crowd in front of some kiosk on the main road. And as you get closer, it looks like what you may have missed when you guys were off in the Blood Shore is some sort of competition between the chefs and the bakers in Delphi. It seems like the general idea, or at least the general hope, is that this might become an annual holiday in Delphi. And so all the chefs and all the bakers in Delphi are trying to compete to figure out what will be the signature dish of this holiday for years to come. So as you approach, you do see it looks like it's down to 2 different dishes, and there are a bunch of both of them. If you want to see what they are and taste test if you'd like.
I'd like to eat both.
For sure. So you see one looks like a main course, one looks like a dessert. As you approach, you are told that the main course looks like some sort of fish dish is called the Hand of Soul, SOLE, soul, and the chef behind the kiosk seems very excited that you guys are here to taste it, and tells you this dish was inspired by you and what you have done for our city. And so this is a dish made with 5 ingredients, and each ingredient is in honor of one of the Hands of Fate. So it would be my pleasure to serve it to you now. This is a fish dish in honor of Ryujin, with chili pepper for spice in honor of Alexios, with shaved truffle in honor of Ilme, over a bed of sliced eggplant in honor of Anura, and topped with lemon juice and sliced lemon in honor of Adagio. Please enjoy.
Why am I loving
Thank
That
you.
actually sounds
Thank
kind
you.
of good. What the fuck? All right. I mean, I'll just eat the whole thing.
All
I
right.
don't even. It's fine.
I'd like to say, I don't know why, but me being eggplant sent me for some reason.
I was
and
like,
don't know
what
why.
purple thing can I put on here?
and vegetable.
The other dish, the dessert, is looks far more simple. It looks almost like it's a perfectly circular. I mean, it's not a sphere. It's a circular cake, a white cake of sorts. It's a sort of a portly dwarvish man behind the counter who describes his dish to you. He calls it sun cake. It's a very simple dish. It is a light cake that is pure and melts in the mouth. 2 layers with a lemon curd in the middle, and on top there is a layer of caramelized sugar in the shape of a blazing sun. And you do see it's like perfectly white, and then on the top there's this caramel layer, and as you look, it looks like, I mean, it's not a perfect rendering, but it does look vaguely sun-shaped on top.
I'm gonna take a piece. I want to try it.
It's the
who's
three
here?
of them, so not you, Adagio, and not Alexios.
Oh, okay. I definitely
Okay.
would love to see
So,
this later.
you try both dishes, and I will say, in front of each of these dishes, there is a jar in front of each where people are dropping coppers and silvers. You get the sense that's sort of like the voting process. So I'm going to roll and see which one you like better. So first the fish, that's cocked. Okay, and then the cake. Okay, so you guys try the fish first, dinner before dessert. It's for only 5 ingredients, there's a very complex association with it. There's a lot of different flavors that are at play here, and they all work really well. Yeah.
I think I raised my hand. Nora's not trying the first dish.
Okay.
Nora's a vegetarian.
So Nora doesn't try it.
I don't know if I've said
That's
that out
right.
loud before. I forgot about that.
So 2 of you try the dish. Ryujin, you have had many a fish dish. This is up there. This is really good. You're thoroughly satisfied, and it's a full fish that is on the plate in front of you. So it's certainly filling. And Ilme, fish isn't the biggest food of Delphi, but Delphi is on a river. So even you have to be impressed by this fish. The cake that you all try, in comparison, is very simple. It's basically 2 flavors. This sort of angel food-esque cake melts in the mouth, which is great and feels texturally very nice, but the flavor tends to fade along with it. The lemon curd in the middle is delicious, and it basically just feels like a lemon cake. The caramelized sugar on top, super cool looking. It looks way better than the fish, but taste-wise, the fish is far more flavorful.
Can I ask the dude if he can make a vegetarian option of the first one?
Of course, I would just need to find a new ingredient in honor of Ryujin. Sir, is there an ingredient that you like?
Really anything that's edible from the sea. I mean, I'm not too picky. I'll eat a lot.
Kelp.
Yes,
Yeah,
seaweed's edible.
kelp,
edible?
seaweed.
Yeah, you've never seen
Is it
people
really?
eat those like dried seaweed leaves?
I always
Oh,
thought
wait
it was kelp.
a second. Did you just say, did you ask if seaweed was edible? Because what the
Yeah.
fuck do you think sushi's wrapped in?
I need to go.
Oh no,
actually.
I have a
gotta-
prior engagement.
I have a
Bye.
thing
I gotta go
over
walk
there.
my dog.
My fish is throwing up. I need to go take it to the vet.
He sort of weighs up and he goes, I could make the eggplant the centerpiece and wrap it in a sort of seaweed spiral. Yes, I could do that, absolutely.
I only asked because I'm a vegetarian, so that's the only reason I did not
I
try your
do not
dish.
take offense. So are you guys gonna put any money in any of the jars? Vote for anything?
I'll put a
Oh,
platinum
which
in the
jar? Which jar?
Oh my
Fish.
god.
Holy shit!
Okay.
for the fish.
Can I just dead ass look at Ryujin and then put a platinum in the other jar? I couldn't try it, so
I'll put 2 platinums.
I'm gonna put
Got
another
it.
platinum.
I hate y'all.
I raised 3 platinums.
I raised 5 platinums.
I fold.
Not really.
So
not
how much
really.
money
I'm
is
not
actually
putting
going in these pots?
I literally was gonna say I'll put 5
Yeah,
copper.
and you see,
into
as
the
you look
fish
in,
dish.
Yeah.
there is like maybe
You know what?
a couple silver in here, but it is almost entirely copper.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know
know
what Anora has.
I'm
Give
serious
me-
about dropping a
Okay.
platinum or 2 in there.
You drop a platinum in the
Yeah.
fish, and
Okay,
everyone
I'll mark off.
everyone who's been like anxiously watching you guys eat these, like you are like the chef masters on like Iron Chef or whatever. You put a platinum in the fish, and everyone like almost like applauds, like oh wow.
That poor
It's
like,
cake
fuck!
guy is probably like, wow, my routine's different.
I'm going to put 2 silver in the cake, guys, and be like, I can't make a final decision because I didn't try the other one.
Of course. Thank you. Everyone at that point, everyone's like, okay, they tried it, and they sort of ponder away. There are some people who came and watched you eat it, and now it seems like many more people are grabbing some of the fish samples. There's a couple people trying the cake, but a platinum speaks very fondly of this fish dish, and the chef is like bright red and is just like so confident and cocky with himself.
Hell yeah.
So, if you guys would like to sort of yada yada until the day of the festival, or if you want to play some more carnival games or whatever, the day is yours.
Absolutely. Carnival games, 100%.
Okay, so to remind you of what's around,
I want to.
You have the hot pepper competition, you have the fighting pit, there is the dragon chess game, there's someone who seems to be like charging to speak to the dead for people, that kind of stuff.
Can I go to the pepper?
Hold on, first, Adagio, yes.
How long
I'll
are me and
say
Alexios doing the breast
For the,
burst? Like,
for the
what time
sake
would
of
we end?
fun, I'll say you guys. I mean, it is sort of an all-day thing, but I'll say you guys can leave around mid-afternoon. You'd be done. So if
I thought you were gonna say the nighttime,
Sure.
because my second question was gonna be, since I've been in the city for the past week, do I know how long these carnival games?
yeah, I mean
run into
they're
the
going
night?
all the time. Yeah.
Oh, bad. Oh, that's great. I don't really. Either way, whatever
I
we
mean,
join, then we join.
just because it's fun, I can let you guys join them right now if you want.
Yay.
Excited.
I wanna...
All right,
Oh my
so you
God.
guys all meet up. We'll say that everything sort of comes out in the wash. So, what do you guys want to do first?
Well, didn't Honora and
Spicy
Ninja
peppers,
want
alright.
Spicy
Hot
pepper?
pepper. Yeah.
I wanna.
Okay.
I wanna play that. So only because I told Tyron I want that.
So you guys approach the spicy
have
pepper
to prove
competition.
you
You
can win it
see,
now.
it's less of a kiosk and more of a long bench with 5 plates set up on the bench, and you see there's a elderly, almost like crazy looking gnomish man. He's like, "Who's ready to try the hot peppers, the Corinthian peppers of doom?"
I want to cheat.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
I
Yeah.
absolutely love this game just because of
I've
the
never
energy
been
it's giving off.
more
He goes,
ready for anything.
Gather round. If you give 5 gold, you earn yourself a spot on this bench. Then there are 5 rounds of increasingly hotter peppers. If you get through a round, you get a gold back. If you win all 5 rounds, you get a 500 gold piece grand prize.
Let's try.
Yes.
it,
5
motherfuckers.
gold on the
All
table.
right,
let's
everyone
go.
who's playing, go ahead and drop
I
5
wanna-
gold. Yeah,
Are
I
we
mean,
all
there's
going
a
at
there's
once?
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
compete
basically
against
competing
each
against each other.
Oh, I don't want to compete
I mean,
against y'all.
I
Oh,
want
no,
to
I
say
wanted-
no one
I wanted
Yeah,
very
more
much want to.
chance.
no
Hey, that's
one
500
takes
gold,
money
man.
from other
one of us is
people
gonna get it.
unless multiple people win the final round. Then you essentially split the jackpot.
So can I?
Okay,
enhance
cool.
my
Then I'll
ability?
put 5 down on
Yeah.
the table. I didn't realize that's how it works.
You're basically
Hell
you're
yeah.
earning your own 5 back until you win. All right, so everyone drops
Okay.
5. All right.
Yes.
And as the hands of fate sit on this bench, another crowd begins to form in excitement. So this gnomish man pulls out these. They almost look like orange chili peppers. They're fairly uninteresting. They're sleek and small, and he places one on each of your plates. He goes, "Round 1, the Corinthian orange pepper, spicy but not terrible, of course." Okay, so you guys all eat them.
Wait.
I'll eat the entire thing, seeds, stems, all of it. Just
Oh my
swallow
God.
it immediately.
Ugh, the
I don't even
stems.
chew it.
If
I just
you-
swallow it.
If you
Okay.
lose the first round, you don't
You
progress to the
choke?
next round, right? That's
Like,
how.
how
it
big
works.
are
Yes,
they?
that's how it works.
All right.
Okay.
This is a little tiny thing, right?
Yes,
Like
it's
an
a little
artichoke?
chili pepper. Yeah.
Constitution check.
Oh,
I'm gonna
shit.
die.
So,
Wait,
I
I want
need-
to enhance my ability. I want.
okay, what are you gonna
Cheater.
enhance?
Oh shit! I didn't prepare spells. Oh wait a minute, I didn't prepare spells. My
The
bad.
bear's endurance, which is a constitution check, I think.
Okay.
Yes, right? I'm gonna assume
Constitution
that's what this is, because if
checks.
it's not, I'm gonna be sad.
Unfortunately, I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw, which does
Is it?
not count, Adagio.
Oh my
Jeez,
god,
I'm
that's
gonna
so
not pass.
bad.
I got a 20 for that.
20, okay.
Wow, I
It's
hate
a
you.
con save.
Con save.
12.
What was that, Ilme?
Save? I rolled a
12.
Okay.
15. What is the saves? Where's my saves? Ah.
18.
15.
Okay, 17 in total.
Okay, so you guys eat these peppers, and at first it doesn't feel spicy at all, and then you feel this heat begin to come up your throat, and it almost feels like it sits behind your eyes. This heat. You guys all sort of try to deal with it before eventually it comes down a bit. Except Ilme and Anura, this heat is really intense, and maybe it's just the food that you've had in your culture or whatever. This heat is way more than you expect it to be, and there's a moment where you're like, no, I got this. Ah! No, I don't got it. And you stand up,
Hey,
drink some water.
I redeemed advantage. Can I take that advantage?
Yes, you can. Go ahead, roll again.
I forgot.
You're
I
absolutely
redeemed
right.
advantage.
Go
I
ahead.
just remembered.
We all start taking damage from chili peppers.
That is a. Well, I can't do math. What's a 16 plus 2?
18.
18.
Thank you. I was blanking.
So, you both like stand up and you're like, oh my god, this is way too much. Before Anora's like, I got this, motherfucker. And you sit your ass back down. You wipe away the tears. You're ready. Ilme, you are chugging water. Unfortunately, Ilme, you are out. The rest of you guys gain one gold piece back to a respectable round of applause.
In reality, I love spicy food.
I hate
I can
spicy
handle a
food.
lot of
Sorry,
food.
man.
I love spicy
Yeah,
food.
same. I drink. I eat a lot of spicy food.
All right.
I do not. I avoid it for burning passion.
Round 2! The gnome says, and he brings
No.
out, it's a red pepper, but this one has, it's slightly more wrinkly. It's a little more stout, as opposed to the long orange pepper at first. And he goes, this is Poisoner's Delight. You'll find it all throughout Corinth. It's nothing particularly fancy, not yet, of course. He places one on each of your 4 plates. What do you guys do?
I
want to like
About half of
inspect it.
Sure. What?
think about
Go
it.
ahead.
Like
I
I'm
wanna,
like
like-
smelling it a little bit.
Go ahead and
Uh,
make a nature check.
Okay.
Or a survival
That's
check.
what I
This would be
should do.
survival. Yeah.
Survival. Okay.
Can I also
Yeah, you guys
inspect
both
it?
make survival checks.
You guys make me want to cast.
So I got a-
detect magic.
I got a
That's-
10.
Okay. It looks like a pepper.
That's
You
a
said
pepper, all
survival,
right.
right?
What was that, Nora?
You said
Yes,
survival,
survival.
right? 19.
19. You have seen peppers before. This is a foreign pepper to you. You get the sense this probably doesn't grow anywhere where you've been before, but it doesn't look like tampered with or anything. It looks like a pepper, just probably really spicy.
Okay. Is there like how big
It's
is it?
small. I mean, it's probably like yay big.
I was not looking at it. Hold up. Sorry, I was looking at
Like
the
yay
picture.
big.
Your hand is partially blurred out in the green
Ah,
screen.
shit.
So I just see you. Okay, thank you.
I still only want to take half a
Okay.
bite.
I'll eat the entire thing
All right.
again.
I'm going to. Could I like swallow it without chewing it? If I tried hard enough?
You can. It won't help you mechanically.
Oh,
No.
it won't. Oh, damn. Okay. I was gonna take it like a fucking pill, because like if I don't chew it, then you don't get the capsaicin
I'll
on your tongue.
say it'll
Wait.
be a very high dexterity check to see if you can
never mind.
dexterously get it without biting down or anything like that.
But is that going to give me any advantage?
Yeah,
on the con
if you
save
roll
or
high
not?
enough, yeah.
Okay. Let's
All right,
try
go
it.
ahead, make a dexterity check.
This
Oh,
is a
dice.
side
Dice.
note,
Nice.
because on like here I can see you with the background of like the world, but not on the stream.
Yeah, the background's only on our video conference. It's not actually on the stream. The stream gets
my-
directly my webcam from my computer. It's just for you guys.
Yours is Adagio.
Did not mean to actually
I love it.
roll that.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, I like them. I like them a lot,
Hey,
actually.
that is y'all just told me what this was. 18.
Okay, you managed to get it down. You think you didn't catch any on your teeth or anything like that. You're not sure.
This was level 2. You couldn't say this for like level 5.
It's true.
I don't have a high constitution.
Everybody who's still in the game, make a
Oh.
Constitution saving throw, please. Honora, you can take
Oh
advantage.
my god.
Oh, fuck
What?
yeah.
I rolled. Oh, a
Nat
nat
20. Okay, Honora, you can take
so
advantage on
22.
this.
Hell yeah, okay.
I got a 19.
19. 21. Alexios.
51.
Yeah, 22.
22. Okay. So, you all eat this pepper. The first one was like a sleeper. This one hits immediately. You can tell the spice like punches you in the face. You're like, oh fuck! Like your sinuses begin to feel very loose. You're like wiping away at your nose, but you all handle your shit.
I take a second to like mess around in my bag, very carefully leaving the Medusa's head in the bag, but taking the helmet, my helm of dread
Okay.
off, and I put it on, and I put on the blood glass lenses so no one can see me cry.
You look ridiculous,
I was like, where
but
is this
cool.
Yes.
So you guys each
Oh, no.
can get a gold back.
That down for now.
Now the gnome goes, alright, we have some interesting competitors. Time to bring out the heavy-duty things. He pulls out a chest. He goes, now,
This wasn't heavy duty.
the next 3 peppers are from my own personal orchard in Corinth. I am the only person alive who grows these peppers. The spiciest peppers in all of Gaia. So, he pulls out, this is the Hag's Beauty. And you see, it is the most wrinkled pepper you've ever seen before. It's so dark green, it's almost gray. It is certainly completely unappetizing, but looks spicy. And he places all 4 on your plates. What do you guys do?
I'm intimidated.
Eat it.
I have a
Yes.
I have the
question.
urge to lick it.
Would there happen to be like maybe an herb in my herbalism kit that would help combat spice?
Make an intelligence check, a nature check. Yeah.
Nature check? Oh, hell yeah. 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 16. Okay.
Probably. The challenge wouldn't be finding the herb to do it. The challenge would be doing it without other people seeing you reach into your herbalism kit and pull out an herb.
Can I? Did I? Yeah, I did. Can I? It would pass without a trace help with that?
No, because you're not making a stealth check.
Okay. It'd be a sleight
Yeah,
of hand
yeah.
check then? Okay. Can I just like pull it out and like leave it sitting next to me in case I need it?
Okay, so you pull out your herbalism kit, and you hear some like audible groans from the audience, and the gnomish man goes, "No cheating now.
I'm not cheating. I'm just putting it here in case I can't
Moral
handle
support.
it.
I understand. Go on, go on."
It's just support. I just want to make sure I don't die.
Oh no.
I eat it whole.
Once again, down the gullet.
Boy.
Yes. Entire thing.
Yeah.
I will not. Again, I will be taking half
Okay.
a bite.
I'm just gonna take a small
right.
bite.
Everyone make Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
It's getting harder and harder.
Fuck yes.
I don't know why
Uh,
adding 2 is
doing
so
really
hard
well.
right
18
now.
Okay.
in total. Oh.
19.
17?
Okay.
I'm gonna reach the last
22.
one and
Okay.
roll a natural one.
So, you guys eat this pepper. It feels like it hits in your ears. Like, if you're almost spewing, like, steam out of your ears. It is so unbelievably hot. You know that your faces are red. Honora, even your face, this purple face, is gonna be turning red. You're confident. There's no way it couldn't be, because your insides are on fire. Ryujin.
Oh no! I cast armor bag. It's cooled down.
Ryujin, alone amongst your friends, you have some sort of breathing exercise. You're not quite sure, but it's like you're giving birth. But you manage to get this under control as all 3 of your friends immediately get up from the bench. Can't seem to take it anymore. All 3 of you are out. Ryujin is the sole survivor after round 3.
I'm gonna grab my little thing from the bench and take it real quick.
It helps a bit. You can tell this. You would need an entire garden of these herbs to fully get it down. But the herb and you're chugging some water, it certainly helps so that you're not in panic mode.
Okay, can I start cheering Ryujin on?
And the crowd joins you too. Everyone's like, Ryujin, Ryujin. It's helmed, lensed man crying from underneath the helm, but holding strong.
Do I have any more of that herb in the kit?
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna take some more out, cast Pass Without a Trace, and sneak over where no one can see me near Ryujin.
Yeah, can I summon Kai and just have him invisible right off the bat, just in case? Just chilling next to me.
Anura, because you're in such a well-lit, heavily populated area, you would normally be at disadvantage for your stealth check, but so you're still going to be disadvantaged, but you have a +10 to your stealth check. So go ahead and make a stealth check.
I also have on Nature's Mantle.
That's true.
Can I use it?
Yeah. So you blend into the cityscape a bit more. I'll say that I'll give you a straight roll for that.
Okay, and it's a +10, and then what is my? And you said it's stealth, right? I get a +12. That makes it. God, why is math so hard today? Ooh, that makes it 24. Okay.
You feel fairly stealthy, but you know that even with all of this, you can only get so close to Ryujin. So if you did actually want to get him the herbs, it'll be a bit tough. But you are in a place where you are probably as close to him as you feel comfortable with right now, which is maybe 15 feet away.
Okay. I just don't want the man to die.
Yeah. Oh, guys, we desperately need a Ryujin emote. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe so we can get that Ryujin emote in chat, because this is the perfect moment for a Ryujin emote. Everyone use the Alexios emote instead. We'll say that it's a Ryujin emote. All right. So.
Oh my god. There was a question in the chat. How many points away
honestly,
are we from the next emote?
I don't actually know. I'd have to check. Okay. Sorry. I wish I had an answer for you. So the crowd is going wild. The crowd is cheering your name as this gnomish man looks at you and goes, "So I see. Someone came to play. I bring you the Hammer of Hephaestus!" And you see this bright red, wrinkled, nub of a chili pepper. And something about it, you're just this is bad news. And he places the solitary pepper on your plate. Everyone, there's a hush to the crowd. What are you doing?
So I pull a magnifying glass out of nowhere. I look at it. I'm inspecting it.
It looks.
It,
you know enough, especially from this competition so far. You know that the more wrinkly a pepper is, the spicier it's gonna be. This is entirely wrinkle. You can't imagine a spicier pepper than this, and it's bright red. So much so it doesn't feel like chili red. It feels like alarm red. It is telling you not to eat it.
I eat the entire thing.
All right. Everyone cheers as you shovel it down the gullet. Make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, Sam, you gotta blow on the dice. All right, you gotta do it. Holy shit! Okay. It's not bad. So I got 17 plus 3 is 21.
21.
Plus 3.
Shove.
Sorry, 20. I'm retarded. Or dumb. I apologize. Jesus Christ.
So many things just happened.
I'm sorry.
You take down the pepper. It feels spicy, but for a moment you're I'm getting to this final round, motherfucker. You almost breathe fire. It explodes out of you. You can't control it. You vomit onto the table. Everyone's like, oh! Sorry, man.
I'm giving him the herb. I'm giving him the herb.
23.
Like
23
25
for
and
that.
30? 23. Oh my god.
So I would have never made it to the final round
Can I
because I can't
cast
even roll a
Armor of
23.
Agathis?
Yeah.
Just to cool off?
Absolutely. Ice around you, you're like, it helps a bit. You wish the ice was inside your throat.
Do you have anything inside of our medicine kits?
I'm gonna give him the herb as much of it as I can without using all of it.
You
I just projectile vomited all the peppers back.
Oh my god.
You see the stems
I just
these peppers
imagine them
and
just hitting the table, ricocheting off towards the crowd.
Yeah. The final round would have been a DC of 25, so I don't even know if someone could have
what was the
won
pepper
that.
called?
The Feather of Kavma.
And I turn to this gnomish man.
Sure.
How much are you selling those peppers for, though?
Oh, these I only have the ones for the competition. If you want to sell, if you want to buy, you'll have to come to my farm in Corinth.
In where?
Corinth.
How far is that?
It's far. It's like the southern tip of the Athenian alliance. It's right on the border between the Athenian alliance and the Spartan territories.
I'm gonna shake this man's hand and be like, if you see a message of sending coming your way, it's me.
Understood. The name's Kellner Firebutt.
I love that. I love that. I will be seeing you in the future.
I
Understood.
hate to say it. I love Odella, but this is my new favorite NPC.
All right.
I'm gonna cast invisibility.
Your customer's like, oh. All right. So, pepper competition, check. Lost some money.
Damn.
Are there any wisdom-based games?
Make an investigation check.
Is there any aquatic-based games?
Wisdom or intelligence? Are there any like shooting games?
That would be dexterity if there were.
Yeah, but I'm good with the bow.
It's true.
Wait. What were the games?
No,
that we
I'm
saw?
not. I lied. Sorry.
I mean, I'd say like the most like intelligence-based thing you'd think would probably be the dragon chess, since that's like a game of strategy. But other than that, I mean, the fighting pit seems like it's, you know, exactly what you'd expect it to be. You're not sure if there's a game involved with the person who speaks to the dead. Yeah, that's this seemed like the most game of all of them.
I got a 14 on the wisdom base.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically what you gather.
Yeah.
A
Well, I
caravan
want
of
to go to
curiosity
the dragon chest.
Yeah, let's go to dragon chest.
All right. So you head over to this. It's an elderly human man that is running this dragon chess booth, and you see it's really just him and a single chessboard with 6 pieces on one side and 6 pieces on the other, and he's just patiently waiting. Anyone for a game of dragon chess?
But
I want to walk up. I'll be like, I want to play.
Well, it's 5 gold to sit, and if you win, you get 150.
He's got like that
Alright.
calm
Can I
confidence.
retry
It's
the hot
kinda
pepper
scary.
challenge?
You could.
You can't even roll. For
You
the
literally,
last-
it's impossible
the
for you to
last one.
win, but sure.
That's fine. Well, you're right.
Change it to a wisdom save. I got you. I got a +7 on my wisdom saves.
he looked at our stat blocks and said, "What can I fuck you over with?"
Yeah, I mean, that's like, you know, like, there are different buffs you can do for saving throws and stuff. It's possible. It's possible. But also, you know, these games aren't built for you. They're built for the game.
What were
Okay.
the other ones? There was dragon
What
chest.
citizen could possibly have won that?
Amber could have. Your paladin.
For
Yeah, because
real?
dwarves
Amber, my
have
love, you're
advantage
having the day
against
off.
saving throws against poison. So she would have advantage, plus she also has a high constitution. So she'd have advantage +4, I think. Or +5, something like that.
So you have to have +5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
need
I
to know our
think
staff
even she would
members.
need a natural 20 to win.
Mm.
But hey, that's carnival games. You know, they're
Yeah.
always a bit of a scam.
I would need like a 19 for that.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so who's playing dragon chess?
I want to. I already
Alright,
put the gold
so-
down.
And it's
Yes,
one
it's
at a
one
time, right?
So, Ilme, you
I'll
sit
just get in line.
across from this old man. He goes, "Ah, so, have you played the game before?"
No.
This shall be fun. Elizabeth, I need you
I like
to
it.
take a D4, a D6, a D8, a D10, and a D12, please, and your D20. One of each type. And I want you to arrange them in a line from lowest to highest in front of you.
Okay, give me a sec. I
No worries.
have to grab all of these.
As it happens, he goes, "So, the game is quite simple." He holds up his largest piece, the D20. He goes, "This is the dragon. The most powerful of all the pieces in the game." Holds up the next highest. "This is the mage. Not quite a dragon, but certainly more powerful than your average person." Holds up the next highest. "The priest. The holy man. Quite good." The next piece. "The shaman. Similar to the priest, but only relies on the power of nature instead of the power of the gods." Next piece. "The warrior. A basic man, but powerful nonetheless." And finally, the smallest piece. "And the peasant. Oft overlooked, only by the foolish." He lays them out. He goes, so basically the game works like this, out of continuity here. Taking turns, each player chooses one of their dice to roll. You can choose any of your 6 dice to roll. If you roll the highest possible number on that die, you can capture one of your enemy's pieces, as long as the piece that you capture is a die of equal or lesser value. So if you roll a 6 on your d6, you can capture their 6 or their 4, but you can't capture their 8. Alternatively, if you roll the highest possible number on a die, you can, instead of taking their piece, reclaim one of your lost pieces. If you have any dice that have been sacrificed, you cannot use your dragon, your d20, to reclaim your opponent's dragon. You can only claim a dragon if your entire team of 6 is in play. The game is over when someone sacrifices the dragon. So basically, you're trying to take their d20, but you can't take their d20 unless you have all 6 of your pieces in play. Understand? So,
Okay.
roll a d20 to see who goes first. He rolled an 18, so
You got
he
a
will go
5.
first. So, he examines the board for a moment before picking up his warrior. He moves it to a piece. That's all he does. What are you going to do? So
Which
just
one's the
choose
warrior?
one of your dice to roll.
Oh, I want to do the d20
Okay, go ahead.
with the dragon. Right. Oh, freaking crap. I'm not rolling good today. I got 3.
Okay. And I also should mention, so I didn't mention, if you roll a 1 on any of your dice, or a 0 for a 1 for any of your dice, you sacrifice that piece.
Ooh, okay.
He goes again. Still just setting up his pieces. Your turn.
Just saying.
This is exciting. I should put some combat music up here.
I'm not
Wait,
gonna play.
so
if
am
we're
I
not
supposed to
one-
roll every single one of these?
No, so every turn you choose one of your dice to roll. And exciting
What-
things
what-
happen if you roll the highest or lowest on that die.
Okay, so that's okay. Nope.
All right.
Do I have to tell you what I'm rolling?
No, I mean
Okay.
I trust that if it's not the highest or the lowest. All right, he's gonna
Okay.
move his peasant, and he moves his peasant to a place and takes your peasant. So go ahead and move your d4 out of the line for me.
Okay. Hey, I'm bringing my peasant back. I rolled the 6.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you go ahead and put your peasant back on the board. Goes, interesting. All right. He moves his shaman, and with his shaman, since he rolled an 8 on his 8, he will take your warrior, your d6.
Okay. Oh, dang. Okay, nothing.
All right. He will, since his shaman's kicking ass, he'll roll a shaman again. Nothing.
Okay. I'm doing the shaman as well. Yeah, nope.
All right. He'll move his peasant again. Nothing.
I'm gonna whatever's above the shaman. I don't remember what you called them.
The
all
priest. The D10 is the priest.
now. Okay, the priest. Nope, nothing.
Okay. He goes, "You see, Dragon Chess is a thinker's game." As he picks up his warrior. He goes, "Each piece is just as important as the last." Nothing. Gives it to you. "The dragon may be powerful,
Okay.
but even a dragon cannot be slain without the peasants." Your turn.
Okay. So if it's a 0 on a D10.
That's the highest. So choose his
Okay.
D10, 8, 6, or 4 to take.
I'm gonna take his D10.
Okay. Not as inexperienced as I would have been led to believe. He pulls out his mage, rolls it off the table. Nothing. Your turn.
Gotta remember which one. Hey! I rolled my 8 with the D8, so I'm taking my D6 back.
Okay, you take your D6 back. Well, let's do this proper. Moves his peasant and takes his priest back.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
If you
I thought you had to use a higher one to.
you have to roll a higher one to take their piece, but you can roll anything to get your piece back.
Oh, I thought I had to roll a
No,
higher
sorry,
one,
yeah.
which is why I kept rolling. It's okay. Okay, so I still have all
Yeah,
mine.
so does he. It's a long game. It's chess.
Dang it. Okay. Yeah. Nope.
All right,
Nothing.
he's gonna go balls to the wall. He's gonna roll his dragon. Nothing.
Okay. I guess. Nothing. Could've
Warrior.
been a while.
Nothing. This game is awesome.
Hey, I got a question real quick. So, if you have all of your pieces, even if they still have, like, you know, a few of theirs, not just the dragon, could you just capture the dragon from the get-go?
Yeah. That
Yeah,
is
I literally have been rolling my D20 every time that I have like
all of them.
most
Yeah.
of mine, all of them.
That is a strategy
Okay, I was just wondering.
to come out with the dragon up front.
Yeah, nothing.
He's gonna go with his dragon. Nothing.
Dragon again. Nothing.
It's just a dance of dragons here. Oh, that was close, but no.
Nothing.
All right, he's going back to basics. He's taking his peasant. Nothing.
Nothing.
This game
I can't roll
rocks.
a D20. I can't.
Nothing.
Roll
God damn it.
Oh, it's so close. It was a 19.
Peasant. He takes your peasant.
Ah, dang. Okay. Nope. Nothing.
Takes his warrior. Nothing.
Oh, I give my peasant back.
Damn it. Warrior again. Nothing.
Nah, nothing.
Fuck it. He's going with the dragon. Nothing.
Nothing. Oh
I
my
may have
God.
miscalculated how exciting this game would go. Dragon! Oh! It, like, hovered on the 20 before going down to an 8.
Oh, thank God. Okay, let's try it. I'm gonna switch. I'm switching out the D20 I'm using.
Ooh, bold.
No, nope, didn't help. Didn't help.
Oh, 19.
Nope.
Okay. going back to his warrior. He takes your warrior. That's the D6.
Okay, thanks. Because I was like, which one's that? Okay. Nothing. I rolled my peasant.
Dragon. Oh, god damn it. No, nothing. Guys, put bets in chat. Who do you think's gonna win?
Nothing.
Dragon. Oh, that was close to being a 1. It was a 3.
Oh, I forgot that. Okay, so I rolled a 1 on my peasant.
So it's gone.
So
Yeah.
it's gone. Okay, now I'm missing 2. Dang, I can't believe none of us have rolled a 1
that's
yet.
nuts. And that's the challenge. If you just go dragon all the time, if you roll a 1, you lose the game. Okay, he's going with his shaman, the D8. Nope.
Nothing.
Yeah, put bits. Donate bits to tell me who you're rooting for. Dragon. Oh, that was so close. It was next to the 20, but it was a 2.
Oh, dang. Ah, nothing.
I went and got the dog while waiting.
20. Nope. This game.
Oh my gosh, I rolled another 1 on my D8.
All right.
I'm losing.
Taking them off one by one. He's gonna roll his priest then, his D10. That's a 3.
Oh, geez. Well, I dropped mine, so now I need a new one because I don't feel like searching. Oh, just about dropped that one too. Oh, nothing.
He's rolling his priest again. That's a 1 on the priest. He loses his priest. His D10.
Oh.
That's my first
Nothing.
one. All right, he's
Wow.
gonna go straight for the mage. Nope.
Ah, nothing.
All right, he goes back to his peasant. Loses his peasant.
Nothing.
All right, he's gonna go for his warrior.
This is annoying.
Nothing.
Oh my gosh.
At this point, a
nothing.
crowd is beginning to gather. Warrior
This
loses his warrior.
forever.
We both now are missing 3 pieces.
Oh my gosh. Nothing.
All right, he's using his shaman. Nothing.
Shaman's the D10?
The D8.
D8. Frick. What's the D10 called
priest.
again? Priest. Okay, I've been. Yes! Finally!
You got something back, or are you gonna kill something?
Bring back my
Okay, you
shaman.
bring back your shaman.
My shaman's coming.
My shaman fights. My shaman takes your shaman.
Oh no! Oh, nothing.
All right, I'm gonna continue with the shaman. Nothing.
I don't have anything. My priest is not doing well.
Shaman. Nothing.
Nope. Still nothing on
Shaman!
the priest.
No, I keep rolling 3s.
I keep rolling 8. Like, oh yeah! Finally, I got it back.
All right,
my
bring the
shaman's
shaman
coming
back in. I go with my shaman again. Another 3. I've rolled like 4 or 5 3s in a row.
Oh, nothing on my shaman.
Shaman. Another 3. I swear I'm not making this up.
Hey, I rolled a 3 on my shaman as well.
Hey, there you go. Shaman. A 2. Okay. We've broken the streak.
Ooh.
I want 100 bits from everyone in chat if I win.
Nothing on my shaman.
I am a
Shaman
college
again.
student with what money, Sammy?
7.
Hey, 7 as well.
We're going around and around each other. Another 3. Back to reality, I guess.
Oh no! I lose my shaman.
Lose your shaman. I'm still using mine. 4. God damn it! When am I ever gonna roll an 8?
Nothing on my priest.
Shaman. 4. I hate my life.
How do you not roll 1?
I don't know.
Nothing on my
Shaman. 7.
priest. Oh no! I lost my priest.
Oh no! All right, so your priest is gone. Does that mean you only have your 12 and your 20 left?
I have. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
still using my shaman. 8. I'm gonna get my peasant back.
Nothing on my warrior. Is that what the 12 is?
The 12 is the mage.
Mage. Well, what? Okay.
All right,
I don't remember.
I'm using
Cool.
my peasant. Nothing.
Oh my gosh! I rolled a 1 on my name.
Okay, so you're down to just your 20.
All I have. Yes.
All right,
Ugh.
I'm rolling my peasant. 4. I'm going to get my warrior back.
Hey! I finally got a 20,
But it doesn't matter.
really
And you can get one of your pieces back, whichever one you want.
Yeah, I'll bring back my peasant.
Okay, you bring back your peasant. And I use my peasant again. 2.
I'm so scared. How many of us wanted to play this game, by the way?
I think this is
Not
like the
anymore.
game.
Oh, damn, I
Yeah,
was gonna
Ryujin
play
is
that.
not smart enough for this one.
Your peasant has been taken
Fuck.
away.
All right, I will roll my warrior. Nothing.
Nothing on my roll
Warrior.
3.
I lose my warrior. This game.
Nope, nothing.
Back to my
On my
shaman.
peasant.
I had to
Nothing.
crack open another drink.
I'm about to
This
make
is taking
popcorn.
forever. Nothing.
Shaman. Hey, got my present back.
Hey, your peasant's gone.
Fuck. I'm just going for the kill. I'm using my dragon. I know I can't win. Okay, we're fine.
Nothing.
Shaman. Nothing. Rolling 3s again, by the way.
This is what I imagine Gobstone's
Nothing.
like.
I can't believe I'm not rolling ones on
Shaman.
this peasant.
Nothing. God damn it.
Sammy just going, shaman.
Shaman.
Hey, I got my 4 back. Okay, so I'm bringing back my the D6,
Okay,
whatever
the
that is.
warrior.
Warrior.
All right, shaman. 8. I get back my peasant.
Nothing.
Peasant. I lose my peasant.
Hey, I get to bring back my shaman.
Shaman. I lose my shaman. Oh no, I'm down to just my 12 and my 20.
Why are
Oh,
you
man.
committed to saying shaman like this was the best thing? I just want a compilation
Nothing.
of you going, shaman.
Mage. 7.
Hey, I get to bring back my D10,
Shit.
whatever that was. Priest.
Oh no, you're getting all.
Can
you
we
got-
make
you're-
a highlight of this where it's just Sammy saying shaman
over and over
again?
again.
Like, that's all I want is just Sammy going,
Mage!
shaman.
We'll put it to the
Mage!
beat of
9.
like a song from the 80s.
I just want
Oh my
to
gosh, yes! I have all of mine back!
You just get. Oh no.
I
Okay.
kept rolling. I rolled like 4 3 times in a row
Alright.
on my peasant.
Focus. Focus. Mage. I'm looking at you, you fucker. Mage. A 3 again. I hate my life. All right, let's do it. Come on.
We're going back to the D20.
Hit me. Hit me.
Nothing.
Mage. 11.
Nope.
Mage.
I haven't drank it so long and I'm slightly tipsy, so every time Sammy says it, I lose it again.
Okay, so I lost my mage. I am down to just my dragon. And you have all your pieces.
Hey, I was at that point too.
Go ahead.
Oh, I got a 10. Nope.
Dragon. 13.
Oh geez, where'd it go? 11.
Dragon.
Nothing.
15.
Nope.
Sammy, can I give you advantage? Because I feel like you need it.
Sure.
I wanted to give Ilme advantage.
Oh,
in
actually,
a
wait.
auto
I
style.
think Isaac did give me advantage at some point. So, double dragon.
Oh,
Nothing. An 8 and a 9.
Did the player advantage ever get used? Because
Yeah,
I think I did.
Anna used it.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, it doesn't matter. I
I,
rolled an 8 and a 9.
Third.
Can't give you advantage anyway. I got 20 minutes left on the cooldown.
That was definitely Ryujin who bought that for you.
Oh, sorry, did I say
It was.
Isaac? I meant Gavin.
It was.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Elizabeth?
What? Sorry. Nothing.
Dragon!
I was like,
7. I thought it was a 1. It was a 7.
I'm gonna start taking a shot
I
for
hate
every
when that
3 that Sammy rolls.
Every time I say dragon,
I'm
take a shot.
rolling 5s, so.
I'll drink every time you say dragon, okay?
Dragon! Oh, ow, I hit my elbow. Dragon!
Oh, it's another one.
Did you get a 1? Yeah. Does that mean I win?
It does. So
I'm gonna play so bad now.
you corner
I did
his
not. No.
soul piece, his soul dragon, into the corner of the board until eventually he looks at you and he goes, "Well done," and gives you his hand and gives you the pot, a bag of 150 gold. Give it a round of applause for Ilme. Get all those Ilmes in chat. Holy
I
shit!
want to play
Oh,
so
that's
bad now just because I want to see how it goes. With my
Woo!
luck.
All right, I think that's a great place to take a break. So we will be back in like 10-ish minutes for the second half of this. We'll do more carnival games. We'll have more festivities. No more dragon chess. And then we'll potentially get to like the actual like festival part of the festival. Oh my God, Quirky!
Jesus!
What is that? 10
Jesus
gifted subs.
Christ.
Holy shit! Thank
Hold
you,
up, we don't
Quirky.
get paid till Friday, man. What are you doing?
All right.
Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
you know, if you voted for Ilme, put your bits in chat. Pay up. I will know who doesn't pay up, and I will ban you from chat. Thank you guys for coming and joining us. We'll be back in like 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere except do go to the bathroom, whatever you need. We'll be back in like 10 minutes. Bye! And we are back. Thank you guys for coming back with us. Hope you're having a good time. If you came a bit late, just to reiterate some of our previous announcements, we are off next week for various different reasons, so we will be back the week after next. I hope you don't miss us too much. But the good news is I checked over the intermission, and we have unlocked the new emote slot. So as soon as this stream is over, I'll get around to making the Ryujin emote, and all of the Hands of Fate will be together again. Great. So thank you guys for helping us get there, and let's keep pushing because I have 1,000 ideas for other emotes. So great. So coming back into the story. It is still the day before the festival. You have done ye old hot ones. You have played chess. What else would you guys like to do today?
Can I?
I wanna.
Sorry, go
What are
ahead.
the other games?
I wanna insight check that fighter.
You want to head
Can I
over to
take him
the battle arena? The fighting pit? So,
Yeah.
you guys make your way over to the fighting pit, but that you've seen previously, the strong, what looks like potentially Goliath man standing in the center of this sort of hastily made dirt circle. As you guys approach, you see it looks like a fight has just ended. A crowd is beginning to disperse, and you see some poor human guy, strong, but currently unconscious, being carried away by a couple of his friends. And the Goliath is in the center. He takes a chug of ale. Does no one think that they can beat me, Antioch the Unkillable? Who's next?
What?
Well, can I tug on Adagio and be like, "Hey, do you want to try and fight together?"
Ooh my god, yo. Imagine. This is so game. I'm so game.
I thought you said this is so gay.
Oh my god.
I
That
was
too. I
very
mean,
confused.
Adagio's pretty gay, so. Like, wrestling? Yes.
Are
Ultimate gay sport.
you guys gonna
That's
go
what
and
agreed,
see if you
so
can compete?
go with it. Oh, okay, I need to know first. Can we use magic? Because otherwise, I'm no help.
You want to ask?
Yes.
I think we asked last time though, didn't I?
Yeah,
I
he
wasn't
gave you
here
a sort
for
of
that.
snarky answer.
Oh.
He goes, if you must, but you'll get more gold if you use it like a man. 1250 gold
All right, well-
if it's hand to hand. 1,000 if you need a weapon. 850 if you need your puny magic.
That's still a lot of gold, though.
Can I just immediately cast snare where he's standing and be a dick?
You can. You can.
Also, I can't recharge Hunter's Mark, Sammy.
Oh,
I
yeah,
realize
if
that.
it's through an item, items can't recharge, so you have to go into the item and, like, uncharge the charge.
How do I do that?
Go into equipment, and then click on the dagger of marking, and you'll see, like, the one charge is filled in. Just unfill it in.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
It's a weird thing with D&D
I
Beyond.
didn't know. Thank you. Just wanna
I'm
make sure.
gonna. I want to brainstorm with Nora. Because if we use magic, it's 850. But if we only used weapons, it'd be 1,000. I'm not trying to hand fight this man, that's for sure.
Well, I can't help you much if we don't use magic.
Okay, so we both use magic, but we had to use spells that make it easier to hit him, like Fairy Fire, Snare,
Guiding Bolt.
etc. Guiding Bolt, very true. Are we thinking he's a barbarian? Do we want to... How do we even fight someone who would rage? I don't think we've ever personally fought anyone.
It depends on what the rage is. Let me actually do my spells real quick because I haven't finished them for the day yet.
Choose your spells for the day.
I prepared what I wanted.
I will
Nice.
say, as you guys are talking, he goes, "Oh, don't tell me you need a budgie to kick my ass."
All right, can I immediately just be like, all right, motherfucker, let's go?
You see
Oh
the
my
crowd that
goodness.
was dispersing immediately comes back, like, "Oh, oh!" He lifts his hands and goes, "So, what'll it be? Weapons or hand to hand?"
It's gonna be magic because I'm a fucking druid, you dick.
All right. He goes over and pulls out what looks like an enormous great axe and just sort of swings it like it's nothing. Pay up. 10 gold ante.
1 second. One moment. I have to unprepare something because it apparently, Sorry, Moonbeam. I didn't realize Moonbeam was part of Underbrush. I had to change that real quick. How many gold?
10 gold ante.
He believes.
We play until unconsciousness.
I mean, I guess as much as a fucking fight, dumbass.
Ah.
If I set sending, that's just like, do I have to speak out loud?
Yes,
do
you
I
have to speak
physically
out
have to
loud,
speak
yes.
out loud?
All right.
How far is Nora? Nora's still next to me, right?
Yeah. They're at least like 10 feet away from you, like very close.
I'd like to say, Sammy, you gotta stop appealing to my competitive side with shit like this.
I'm gonna turn to Nora and be like, listen, you call out one of my spells and I'll cast them.
I'm just gonna
Flaming
like,
Sphere and I got you.
I'm just gonna
It'll appear wherever I want it to.
Flip him the bottle, the last remaining health potion I have, and be like, if I do fall unconscious, just use this instead of using a spell slot. So you got a healing potion, bud.
And a Nora made healing potion. I wouldn't know that, but
Yeah. It looks
a little
homemade. It's in a mason jar.
Alright, I feel like I'm being called out for my accent now with the mason jar.
Hey, listen, I'm literally drinking out of a mason jar right now.
I'm just drinking Mike's. I would have a mason jar, but I'm not in my dorm.
All right, so
Just a regular
Anura, you
stuff,
pay
yeah.
your 10 gold. You step down into this like ground dirt pit. It's about 25 feet diameter, so you're about 25, maybe 30 feet away from Antioch. And you see he's wearing very little. He's not wearing any particular armor, but you see his muscles are honed, to say the least. He looks like the Rock. He is built, he's completely bald, and you see he's wearing like a loincloth, something like it's a fur-lined loincloth, nothing particular, but his boots are beautiful gold, beautifully inlaid with jewels. It's probably the only like beautiful thing he has on him, and then he has this deadly-looking great axe. You got a mouth on you. Can't wait to slice it off. You ready?
Yeah. Do we roll initiative? Is that what's about to
Roll
happen?
initiative.
I really don't know how this works
Roll
otherwise.
initiative.
I was very
Yeah.
confused.
Oh, he rolled shit.
13.
Okay, so you go first. So, line up on opposite sides of this ring. A huge crowd begins to form. You hear equal shouts for Anura, Anura, Antioch, Antioch, as he polishes his great axe. Rah! You're up first. What are you doing? Let me get some combat up in this bitch.
Sorry, I just realized I never took a long rest after my episode.
Oh, take a long rest for sure.
Yeah. I'm going to fuck it. I want to cast Guiding Bolt at third
All
level.
right, go ahead and make
Fuck
your
this
attack.
shit. It's a nat fucking 20.
Woo!
The first one for the session.
Roll damage. Double the dice.
12d6.
Oh, double that dice.
I can't do math like this. God damn it. 5, 10, 13, 16, 19, 20, 26, 31, 33, 39, 40, 46, 51 points of radiant damage.
Jesus Christ. He's gonna... Of course he fucking does. He's
Holy
gonna reduce that by 3. So you said 53?
Yeah.
Okay, so... Oh! A brutal first hit.
And then
As you...
I'm taking my bonus action.
He, like, crumples. He's like... And you see in his eyes, he's like, oh, this is gonna be a fight. Got it.
I'm gonna take my bonus action, take the wild star form of Arctic.
Alright. And your eyes begin to glow white as the constellations connect all over your body, and you feel this radiant bolt of energy build up along your arm as you fire. Make your attack with advantage.
I'm glad I had advantage because the first one was in that one. 15 plus 8.
That does
hit? 'Cause I
hit.
can't
That
do
does
math.
hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Thank you. 11 more points of radiant
Okay.
damage.
He has gone from cocky to, like, grizzled. Because you got him down to a knee, and he stands up. Alright, let's do it. And goes into a rage.
I assumed as much.
And he will charge at you with his great axe and make 2 attacks on you. First attack is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
That hits. That's gonna do 12 points of slashing damage and 4 points of radiant.
Said 12 and
Yes,
4.
so 16 points total.
Okay.
And then he will attack again. That is a 22 to hit, and that'll be 15 points of slashing damage.
Jesus.
And that is his turn. He's now up in melee with you.
Look, I got 10 hit points left.
He's looking rough too.
Ooh, am I gonna be a dick? Am
Can I
I
stand
gonna
in
be a
and
dick
do
about
what
this?
I-
Am I about to be a dick? Do I want to do this? Am I going to do this? Give me a moment, because I don't know what I was about to do, honestly.
Okay.
I might just blank.
Combat's tough when it's just one-on-one. You've had your fair share of it.
Hellish Rebuke, my bad. That's
Oh,
what I was
Hellish
trying to
Rebuke.
think of.
Yeah, go ahead. That's an attack roll?
You gotta
oh,
roll.
I have to roll. What kind of save is
No.
it?
It is a dex
Dex
save.
save. He has advantage. That is not great. That is an 8, but he will use Fanatical Focus to reroll.
Damn. Let me
Natural
just one
20.
thing. What? Let Hellish Rebuke hit once. Okay, so he still takes. Let me look at what I have on Hellish Rebuke. He still takes half damage
Okay,
of 3d10.
so go ahead and roll your damage.
Let me find a d10. Where's the d10? Oh shit. That's a d10. 9 plus 8 is 17. Plus 6 is 23 points and half. So 11? 10?
Nora, take your moment.
11. Fuck this idiot. I'm so tired of him. Okay, so like as soon as he hits me, I'm just going to like how does Hellish Rebuke really work?
I believe fire like emanates out of you.
As soon as the fire like starts emanating out of me, I want it to immediately wrap around his throat and pin his hands to the side. And before he falls unconscious, I'm gonna go, do you want to keep talking shit?
The flames begin to lick at him as he feels consciousness leaving him. You say your cool one-liner, the fire dissipates, and he drops to the ground. As soon as he lands, you see almost some sort of arcane energy lift his shoulders up. You think it'd be that easy?
Amy, that's not cool. Let me have my moment.
It's still your turn. What are you gonna do?
If Adagio was to like throw me the potion back, what would happen? I don't think I have another.
Well,
maybe I do.
I would basically say that Adagio would then have to roll initiative. Then he would have to try to get it to you. You'd have to catch it, and then you'd have to use your action to drink it. You have to use because it would normally be a bonus action to drink a potion, but if you're trying to grab it and drink it, it would be your action.
Okay. God, Fuck, he's in melee with me, or did he get knocked back enough when he fell?
No, if it doesn't say he gets knocked back, then he's still in melee, although he is prone.
So if he's prone, he can't take an attack of opportunity when I move back, right?
I think it's just a disadvantage.
Oh, because if he hits me, I'm gonna go down. Give me a moment,
Sure.
I'm thinking. I don't know what's the best way to go about this one. I could just do that, because I'm in melee with him. Get that extra attack. Fuck it, we're gonna take the dice that I referred to as the death dice, and I am going to cast Primal Savagery, which is a cantrip.
Okay, so
But it's also melee.
your
so.
fingernails elongate and sharpen until they look almost beast-like. Shing. Right? Both with advantage.
Yes.
With advantage because he's prone.
Thank you. Different dice. Let's see what happens. That was another net.
Oof! Okay. Roll damage, double
The
dice.
I keep losing my D10, and a lot of my spells are D10 based. I don't know why I keep losing it. 1, 2, 3, 9 plus 8 is 17, plus 5 is 22, and this is the last one. Plus 8 is 30 points of acid damage.
He looks rough, but he's still conscious.
And that's immediately followed by, why are words not working? What is it called?
I don't know.
Sorry.
Star form. Yes, go ahead.
What the fuck is it
That's
called?
that is at disadvantage because you're in melee with him.
Okay. Was originally a 17. So what's an 11 plus 8?
19. That hits.
19. Okay. I think it's another 1d8. This is not going to kill him, and I'm probably going to die, but I'm really not. I just want to be a dick. 12 points of radiant damage.
Take your moment.
He's going to come right back up. This one, I'm going to aim right between his eyes and be like, please just stay down.
The bolt of energy knocks his head back onto the ground, and once again, and this time you're watching for it, you see the arcane energy comes from the boots into his spine, and his eyes flicker open. Haven't you heard, love? As he stands up. I'm unkillable! Takes great axe on you. Cocked. 27. I'm sure that hits.
Yeah, I have a 15 armor class.
Oof, and high damage too. That's gonna
I'm
be.
gonna die.
Oh my god, that's almost max damage on both dice. 18 points of slashing damage and 9 points of radiant.
Is it at half of your maximum that you immediately die, or your full maximum?
If you get your full maximum after.
Oh, okay, cool, because you got over half.
So the great axe, and you feel it like sever arteries in your shoulder, and the entire world just goes black as everyone else sees Anora just crumple to the ground.
I'm gonna
That'll
try
be the
this
first
again.
time.
And he
By the way.
pulls
my
his
God.
great axe out. He laughs at the
Oh, I have an
crowd
idea.
begins to cheer. You hear a lot of boos as well. Like they want someone to
Can I
take him
s-
down.
I'm gonna
Hey, I have a
jump
question.
over.
Real quick before you keep going. If I cast a spell magic, what would that do to the boots?
Let me check. I don't think it works like that, but let me double check to make sure.
I too
Spell
have a
magic?
question.
I want those boots. Knock him out his boots.
Can a creature
Slice his
that's
feet off.
casting invisibility to stay invisible also attack and maintain invisibility?
Say it again.
You can attack while you're invisible and not have it like mess with your invisibility, right?
Incorrect, unless it's greater invisibility. If it's greater invisibility, you can.
Gotcha. So just like a normal
Yeah, as soon
invisibility,
as you
it's-
attack,
'cause
you
it's
lose
concentration, right?
invisibility. Dispel magic. You
Gotcha.
if you cast it at a high enough level, you could dispel the magic in the boots. You just don't know what level you need to cast it.
I don't want to waste a spell slot and it not work.
You're also currently unconscious. So what's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna use that potion
Sure.
of
So
healing.
you
No,
come
I
on
didn't.
down and put the potion in their mouth. Go ahead, and Adagio, you can roll 2d4 plus 2.
I want to keep my eye on whatever his name is.
Antioch.
The invisible guy.
12.
Alright,
in
Anura,
total.
Yeah.
your eyes flutter open.
Yeah.
You're back at 12 hit points.
You said 2d4 plus
Yes,
2?
that's a healing potion.
How the hell did I get 12?
I rolled a 6, a 4, and
Wait,
then I.
no,
added
you're
2.
right. Well, how did you
A
roll a 6 on a
D4?
d4?
Oh, I rolled d6.
Roll 2d4, please.
I lie. I heard 2d6s. I'm not gonna lie. You
Just like,
probably got
what?
like 3 points back.
How many?
That
5.
sounds
You
more
get
like a
5.
normal healing potion.
As soon as I pop back up, I'm just gonna look up and be like, you know, if it wasn't for the boots, I would have handed your ass to you, but I'll give you the boots for pretty cool.
Those boots were
These
made for
boots
walking.
were given
And
to
that's
be by
just
my
what they'll do.
father and my father's father before him. They have the essence of Antaeus himself.
Can I just be okay while he's
wanna
talking? I'm gonna
cast-
immediately just cast snare at his feet because like the cockiness came back out and I'm
All right.
tired of it.
I was gonna cast detect magic.
I have an idea.
I still want
I will
to.
say, you cast detect magic immediately. Yes, his boots are absolutely magical.
What kind of magic?
That's a great question. Let me look it up. I think you get several different aspects from the boots. Let me check to make sure. You get transmutation energy and necromancy energy.
Oh,
Oh.
that's why he fucking popped back up.
And Anora, you're casting snare.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Alright. So, he has to make a dexterity saving throw. Okay. He has advantage. That's an 18.
Damn it,
So he
passed.
steps back instinctually as you cast this snare, and you see it just not take any effect.
All right, sorry. I just felt
That's fair.
I felt like I needed
That's
to. I
fair.
just wanted to see the boots.
With my detect magic, would I be able to know anything about the boots or no? Like anything other
that's-
than, like, the
that's a
school's
limited
magic, like-
spell.
Like a rechargeable
No.
thing?
Although
I mean,
I'll say
clearly
you
he's
can
been
make
doing
an
this for
Arcana
days
check.
on, right? Okay, yes, I will make an Arcana check because I kind of want these boots, but I want to knock him off his feet first.
While this is happening, can I like hold my hand out to him to shake his hand?
Are you trying to deceive him in any way?
No, I'm just going to shake his hand
Alright.
because he won. I mean, I didn't say you couldn't use
He
magic
shakes
items.
your hand.
So.
It is thick and callous, and you can see his knuckles are like stone.
I'm gonna be like, I got
Yeah.
a question real quick. Can we do a rule where you can't have magic items?
This is my pit. My pot.
Hey. Told you, it's up to you. It's your rule. But, like, you want to prove you're the biggest and the baddest, you got to do it without something that brings you right
These
back up,
boots
bud.
are a part of me.
I'm just saying. Boots are not part of you. You take them off, bud.
So are magic items allowed in the pit then?
He's wearing a magic item.
I'm just saying. You ain't really the biggest and the baddest if you got to rely on some boots to pop you back up. It ain't been for those boots. You've been on your ass in the
These
first round.
boots are my birthright.
I didn't say they weren't your birthright, bud. That doesn't
Get
make them
out of
part
my
you.
pit, loser.
What the fuck you gonna do? Make me?
Round 2.
Sorry, I'm a
10
talking
more
piece of
gold
shit
and I'll
sometimes.
kick your ass
I
again.
apologize. I ain't gonna give you 10 gold again. Not when you're on the goddamn
Then
boots.
get off my fucking pit.
You can't make me get off your fucking bed.
Hits you with a great axe.
God damn it,
26.
I'm
Can I?
such a
26
cocky
to
idiot
hit?
sometimes. I'm so sorry.
And that's
God,
gonna
Sammy.
be 10 points of slashing and 6 points of radiant.
That's it. I'm
You're
already
down again.
I was like, I'm down. I had 5 points.
So I scored a 16 on the Arcana check.
You have never seen a magic item like this before. You don't know much about it besides the school. You're unsure if it's like an infinite recharge or if there are a specific number of charges. You have no idea. They look really well made, though.
And then I'm going to cast.
Really well
You
made.
said really what? Oh. I'll cast Cure Wounds at
Go
first
ahead and
level.
roll.
I'm gonna do this on D&D
Fucking
again.
suffer. Kind
For
of
sure.
deserve it after
He
that.
stands over your body. And he's like,
Uh,
"What you
9
say?
points.
What you say? I can't hear you."
As soon as I pop back up, I'm not going to say anything. I'm casting Dispel
Okay,
Magic.
we'll get to that. Cure wounds.
Third
How
level.
much does Anura heal?
9 in total.
Okay.
That's 9 points.
You heal up to 9. You cast Dispel Magic. Go ahead and roll a. I think it's an intelligence check, but let me double check. Yes. Oh no, it's your spell casting ability, so it's a Wisdom check.
Okay, it was a
Okay.
+4 either way. That is 20, 21,
Okay.
23.
You cast Dispel Magic on the boots, and it's unclear, but you think there's a glimmer of some sort of energy that dissipates. He doesn't seem to notice.
Alright, I'm gonna look at Adagio and be like, can you heal me the rest of the way up?
No, I wanted to fight this guy.
Hey, we all know I can take him out. I just need him to not have the boots.
That's rude.
You can pry
Wow.
these boots off my
Just
cold,
also just
dead
stand on the
feet.
sideline and have no fun. Maybe I will.
Can I?
Man, I really
walk
wish I
up
had
to
silence.
Adagio
Else I
and,
could just silence the rest of it.
Can someone
And,
heal me up? I need to be...
I
Does
anyone
can't
else-
heal.
Do you not have
but-
healing abilities?
I could. Okay, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd
Okay,
level
go ahead.
twice.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna get back up and I'm gonna fight this motherfucker. I'm done.
I wanna
So-
gesture towards Honora and Adagio and try and get both their attention, and let's walk up to him, and just kind of like point towards my bag with the head of Medusa, just like, should I?
Oh my god.
What's 20? Okay, cool. Sorry, I forgot how to do math.
Should we make a garden
But you
statue?
returned the boots to stone too, and I kind of want those, like, really
Wow.
bad.
So I
Although
got
we
myself
did
back
dispel
up to
I'm about to
40
murder
Okay,
points.
you got it.
I just-
Oh, wait,
Before I
wait,
say
wait.
over.
I'm gonna put
I-
10 gold down now.
My detect magic is still going. Can I tell what
Oh, yeah.
dissipated?
Actually, you can.
Can
You
you?
can absolutely tell. It looks like the boots are no longer giving you any sort of magical aura.
Can I look at Adagio and be like, did it work? I'll split with you if it worked.
I would say, hell yeah, dude.
Alright, I'm putting 10 gold down. Let's
You
go.
drop the 10 gold. He goes, "Oh, I'll enjoy this." Go ahead and roll initiative again. Oh, better that time.
Sorry, I'm such a cocky piece of shit sometimes.
This is great.
I apologize, guys. That is...
Okay,
a
you
30
do go
point.
first. Go ahead.
let's do this shit. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level
Go
because I
ahead.
no longer have a 3rd level.
Get those Anoras in chat, guys.
16
That
plus
does hit,
8,
yes.
does that hit? Okay. Give me a moment, I'm trying to figure something out. Okay. Ooh, I clicked the wrong button. Where is it at? Why can't I find Guiding Bolt? Okay. It's because it turned gray because I used the last
Oh,
slot and
gotcha.
I couldn't find it. 6 plus 5 is 11, plus another 6 is 17, plus 4 is 21, plus 3... Wait, I messed up, so that's cocked. So I said 21, and then the last one is 26 points of radiant damage. I'm going to take up that starry form
bonus
again.
action, starry form once again, your second wild shape. Go ahead and fire that radiant bolt of energy.
And it's got advantage.
It does.
That is a nat 20, motherfucker. Sorry, I'm a little tipsy, so the cockiness.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
I apologize. 7 plus 7 is 14 plus. Does that double the
just
plus
the dice.
4 or not? 18 more points of radiant damage.
On top of the 26. Well, let me do some math here. Take your moment, Enora.
All right, this time, first I'm going to hit him with Guiding Bolt, and as soon as it hits him before he gets a chance, I'm pulling back again. And this one, I want it to split into 2, one between the eyes, one straight to the chest.
You hit him with the Guiding Bolt, and as the energy begins to swirl around him, this radiant aura, the Guiding Bolt, the second aura bolt, goes, and he looks confident in the moment before the final bolt hits him, and you see on his face, his eyes glimmer, and you see a moment of like, oh shit, something's wrong, before he onto the dust that emerges in a cloud over his body. You're in your starry form, slightly hovering constellations all over your arms as you tower over him as the dust fades. You expect him to get up, and he doesn't move. The crowd goes,
Alright, so because I'm a good person, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds
okay,
at
go
first
ahead
level
and
get him
roll
up.
your roll for healing.
Take his boots.
Yeah, before
They're
I do
useless
that,
now, though.
No, don't take the boots. Don't take the boots, because those were given to him by his parents. I can't be that much of a dick. He gets 10 points of healing
so
back.
his eyes flutter open, and he looks around and seems embarrassed at what's happened. And he begrudgingly...
Can I hold my hand out to shake his hand
He takes
again?
your hand, and he uses it to pull himself up. He begrudgingly goes into his loincloth, and for a moment you're like, what is happening? But he pulls out a small leather purse and gives it to you. You can add 150 gold. Or sorry, not 150.
You can add 75.
Sorry.
Yeah, I add
it's
75 gold.
850. Sorry.
So that is 425 each
Alright,
for
you
me
can
and
split it
Adagio.
Woohoo! I'm so glad I remembered that detect magic.
I'm so glad you did too.
It's a shame about those boots, though. They're cool fucking boots.
You said gold, right?
I'm
They
sorry.
really were. I wanted them so
Listen,
bad.
I'm sorry, but I get a little cocky whenever I get tipsy, and it's like not drunk tipsy, but I'm just tipsy enough that like when it didn't go my way, I was like, no,
Yo,
this
those
fucker's
boots,
gotta die.
now that they don't exist anymore, I feel comfortable telling you what those boots were. Not only did they increase your strength score by 4 up to a maximum of 25, but they also, as long as you were in contact with the earth, if you fell unconscious, you would immediately come up to half your maximum hit points 4 times a day.
Oh, so I didn't even
Four
have to dispel
times.
magic.
You could've just
I
waited.
just killed him 2 more times.
I'd like to go
Four
back
times.
and take the boots, actually.
Now he's awake and still
Sorry
wearing
for
them.
killing-
well,
Sorry for killing
It's
the
okay.
boots, Sammy.
I'd like to say lightning bolt.
There's no way to repair
No,
them.
once you dispel the magic, you would need to find some way to put the magic back in.
Okay. I know what kind of magic it is. What if I still... We don't even need those boots. We just get a new pair of boots. I know what magic is.
Yeah, and you know the school. You don't know what particular enchantments went into making those boots.
I'll let them know. I'll be like, listen, you guys. This is what I know. What can you give me?
I gave you 425 gold.
You're right. And now
I
buy some
give
really
you
cool shawls.
respect and admiration.
All right. What do we have left?
Well, I will say. Oh yeah. Go
Sorry, Sorry, I wanted to apologize again for the
ahead. No, that's
energy.
fine. Listen,
We're trying to
that's
kill him.
D&D, man. That was a dope little scene. So you guys emerge from this fighting pit and from this crowd of well-wishers. Anora, you feel people like patting your back, all that kind of stuff, and eventually you all hear a voice. Alexios. You turn it and you see both of the Black Hand twins, both with what look like packages under their arm. And they go, Hands of Fate, in honor of what you've done for this city, and in honor of the festival tomorrow, we have been hard at work making a couple things for you, and we'd like to give you them as gifts, just to show how much we appreciate what you've done for the city.
And like a
Very
romancy.
kind of you.
You see one of them hands you what looks like a thin, long box. And hands it to... Let's roll a d6. Hands it to Alexios. This long, thin box.
Okay.
Sure.
Can I open it?
It's like a...
Can
You open it up, and it looks like... With your keen eye, it looks... Not keen eye, but with your keen eye, it looks like it's a beautifully made, long, thin sword. It looks mostly like a rapier, but there's something different about it. Besides just it's fine handiwork, but the blade itself isn't sleek and pointed as a normal blade. It looks almost serrated.
What is this made out of?
Are you asking or are you trying to find out?
I'm asking.
They go, well, after the battle, there were lots of little baby dragons all around dead. It's a lot of potential that was going to go to waste, so as we helped to clean up the city, we took some of their teeth, if you will, and that serrated edge, it's not steel, my friend. The steel is this part, but that serrated part, that's all dragon teeth.
Wait, so
This
what
is...
Everybody
It is...
has
There's only
one?
one, but it is a rapier that looks like it is made with teeth from dragon wormlings. If you want to look it up on D&D Beyond, it is a black dragon's tooth rapier.
Well, I think I know one person who would benefit from a rapier.
I think a lot of you can use rapiers.
What? I thought it was a
cannot.
I
I'm
cannot.
not
Oh yeah,
Yes.
anyone who's
Right,
proficient with
rapier.
martial melee weapons can use it.
Oh, heard no.
I was like, I can definitely.
The other black hand hands. Let's
Well,
see who. A 6. Anura. The other black hand hands this to you. It's a much larger, almost circular box.
I'm going to go
Okay.
ahead and open it then.
It looks like it's some form of armor. And as you lift it out, it's heavy. And you see, now that you have seen this rapier, you can identify what this is made of almost immediately. It is glistening in the sun, but unmistakably small dragon wormling sized scales, black scales, covering this armor. This
shit.
is dragon scale mail.
Okay, let me search that up. The dragon
Yes,
scale
and it is
mail?
the black dragon variety.
A mouthful.
Um,
Is dragon
No.
scale one word?
dragon scale mail.
Okay, thank you.
It is medium
Oh,
armor.
man, it's medium armor.
Ooh,
It
I'm
is medium
proficient
armor.
with
However,
medium
I will
armor.
say
Nice.
it is heavy, and it puts you at disadvantage on stealth.
That's-
But it does have cool added benefits.
I'm reading through it right now.
And the
Ah.
rapier does extra acid damage when you hit.
Nice. So if I just took like the dragon tooth and I stab
You
someone
do
with
like
it,
1d4 acid damage.
So
No.
who is proficient with medium armor? Because I'm not going to take it.
I'm proficient, I believe, as
I'm
a
a
cleric.
light
I-
armor.
Adagio, you
Oh.
just made yourself a
Okay.
breastplate. You're gonna give that up so quickly?
Right? I don't.
Wear
I mean,
both
I'm
of them.
literally the. I don't know how to tell you. I just answered the question. That's
I
all
mean,
I'm
does
telling
anyone? Okay, so who is able to wear medium armor?
Alexios, Adagio, you, Anura.
Me and
Yeah.
Adagio.
And
I
me.
think.
Ryujin, can you?
Well, they just made armor.
Are we wearing the armor? You know that? I'll take that veil.
Sorry.
What are the added benefits?
Of dragon scale mail? I think it makes you resistant.
While wearing this armor, you gain a plus
Go
one,
ahead.
I get a +1 anyway.
a +1 to a bonus to the AC.
And
So it'd put me at a 16. But I don't want to be at disadvantage, and I don't think
and
it's
I believe
something
it also makes
Anora
you
would
resistant
wear.
to acid damage.
You got pass without a trace.
Yeah, but if I don't have a spell slot for it, it doesn't help me any.
Listen, we could just put that away for some other day. Someone else can have it.
Yeah, I
We
think
don't have
that
to
might
tell
be-
these people to their face. They're not going to wear them.
Well, you guys can think about it. The Black Hands sort of like politely bow, and one of them goes to you, Lexios, and goes, and we are still campaigning to take over the council seat for the Fishbone District, so consider this no strings attached, but as always, your endorsement would mean a lot.
Well, yeah, most definitely. I haven't talked to
No,
them.
of course,
but,
of course.
You got my.
But we're glad to have your support. And they nod respectively and leave you on your way. So it's around mid-afternoon at this point. If you are still interested in doing some of the other things, there is still the person who is charging to talk to the dead. And what's interesting, you remember from seeing this caravan come into the city, there was that weird wagon, Dr. Dariel's Cage of Curiosities, but you don't actually see it in the city. Or you guys can go home and get ready for the festival.
Oh,
That's
I'm
so random.
curious about the speaking with the dead, but I feel like that's a scam.
But I don't know
Oh.
anyone who's dead, so.
I know someone.
Can we attempt to see? We could try and see if we can talk to Lathos. We don't know if he's dead or what
Oh,
happened,
yeah.
but we could try and see if we can talk to Lathos.
We could try sending him a message first to see if he's alive.
Oh, that's also true.
Um,
I forgot about that one.
You alive, buddy?
Yeah,
I'm
man,
sorry,
you
it
know
took me a
I
while to
have-
learn this spell.
Had to kill some
How's it
monsters,
going?
but now I'm here.
But now I'm here. Reply if you need help. Also, if he's in the underworld, I'm not sure how. I don't know. Gods work. Maybe they could block telepathic.
Are you
messages
casting
like this.
sending? Oh, just
I don't
kidding.
have that prepared, so.
Sorry, Lathos.
Sorry, Lathos.
BRB.
Like 8 hours.
Screw it. I'll go and check out the speak
Alright.
with the dead.
And since I see him going over there and I know his history,
Alright.
I want to go with him.
So you guys go over.
But mostly just to detect magic.
You go over. It's less of a kiosk. This man you see is a human man. He's sitting cross-legged on the ground with a small sign in front of him, just saying "The Spirit Seeker." He has this long black hair and rings and jewelry and fine robes, a mustache and a goatee, and it looks like he's almost meditating. And as you approach, his eyes meet yours. Well, hello. Name's Rambo. How can I assist you?
So what exactly do you do here?
Well, I was born with a natural gift to talk to departed souls. If you give me we'll say 10 gold, I can try to reach one of your departed loved ones, perhaps send along a message to them. Ask them a question that you didn't get an answer to while they were alive. Anything that you need for closure. Make an insight check.
Ooh,
You guys
I
can
wanna
both make insight checks.
this. Yeah, I'm really good at
19.
Oh my god. I didn't get to roll. +6. I got a 23.
Let me pull up his character sheet so I can roll for him. Hold on. Here we go.
I wish I had prepared my usual zonature blah blah blah.
Remind me of your rolls.
23.
23
and
19. Okay.
That's a like sound.
Okay, so Ryujin, I mean, you've never really seen someone with this gift before, but he seems legit. Adagio, this guy is really good at what he does, but what he does probably isn't speaking to the dead. But Ryujin, you're fully convinced.
This guy's fucking legit, dude.
Can I see that like region?
Yeah,
looks
like you see
oh my
Ryujin
God,
is
there's
like
a chance.
thinking about reaching into his pouch and pulling out some 10 gold right now.
My fingers are like laying on the coins right now.
I'm gonna put my hand on Ryujin's shoulders and be like, "This one's on me, actually,"
Oh,
and I'm gonna give him the 10 gold because I want to see
Alright.
what kind of trickery
So-
this is.
He takes the 10
Well,
gold. He goes,
thank you.
will it be you or your friend who I guide?
Ryujin will be asking the questions. I'm just here for support, and then I'm gonna cast detect
Okay.
magic again because it only lasts like 10 minutes.
No, yeah,
unless it's
you'd
still
have
up.
to cast again. You don't get any magical aura from him.
Alright.
Looks like all the stuff he's
This is
wearing
not
is fully normal. But he invites you, Ryujin, to sit cross-legged in front of him, and he reaches out his hands for you to take.
Yeah, sure. I'll cautiously
All right.
take his
Slap
hand.
him. I'm kidding.
Oh.
He closes his eyes and goes, now, who is it that we're going to try to contact?
I feel like in Ryujin's mind, the whole reason he came over here was like, about his mom, right? But I don't know if that's like what
What do you say in the moment, man?
do. I want to whisper over to Adagio and ask, remember that guy that we saw outside the Medusa's?
Oh yeah, but we don't know his name.
You guys
You
never
never
asked
learned his
name.
name?
Did
No,
he
you never learned his
eventually?
name.
Oh my god.
No.
Poor dude.
I want to ask the man.
Did we give
Do you
him
need
the
a name or
compass?
just like, should I picture them in my
Well,
mind?
there are a lot of souls down in the underworld. It's hard to pick out just one, so as much information as you can give me, the easier it'll be to find them. If you have limited information, I could try my hardest, but it might cost a bit extra.
Okay. Okay. Well, there was this guy that we met in the swamp to the north,
Mhm.
right? And we unpetrified him from the Medusa. And there was another Medusa that used a crossbow. And
Oh my god.
they died. Shh.
Alright. I'm gonna put my hands on
Can't say it was
Ryujin's
one of
shoulders.
us.
I'll put my hand on Ryujin's shoulders. He
There
was a
was the-
citizen of Delphi.
There was
One of the lower
a
classes
strange
tricked by the
thing,
anvil arm.
creature, I don't know, that shot a crossbow bolt and killed them.
You met an aunt? Oh my god.
And we pursued them and were unable to find them. Anyway, is that enough information?
That could be a star. Let me see what I can do.
Ah,
And he closes his eyes and squeezes your hands, and he seems to like mutter to himself, and his head shifts from side to side irregularly before he comes still once more. He goes, I think I'm close. I need you to keep the image of this man at the forefront of your mind. Do your best to remove any other thoughts. Just think about this person's face. Help me, guide me to him. Once again, goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Eventually,
Still no magic whatsoever. Oh my god, I hate this man.
and he goes, I think I might have him. But the connection, it's small, it's tender. Tell me, I might only have a moment. What do you want to say to this man? What would you like to communicate?
Ask him his name.
what's your name?
We're just trying to find his family some peace.
All right, sir. The living world wants to know, who are you? What was your name before you died? Now, friend, and he touches your hand, I need you to think long and hard. Remove all other thoughts from your mind. Think only about what you know of this man's name. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh god. Okay.
I'm so confused.
19. First of all, in that moment, here we go. Okay. In that moment, Adagio, there's a brief flash of magical energy that you feel. Divination magic. And Ryujin, there's a moment where you feel some intrusion in your mind. And it's weird. At first it feels like maybe it was always there. But there's a brief moment where you can feel someone's presence in your mind before he retracts and his eyes open. He goes, I lost it. I'm sorry. It was so weak. It was impossible to maintain. I do apologize.
I am also still wearing the ring of mind shielding. I don't know if that's going to affect it at all.
It would. You wouldn't feel that. You would feel an attempt of that. Basically, it would be an auto success on this. You'd feel an attempt, and then yes, you would still know. You would feel this ring like pulse with arcane energy, and you feel like the hands around your brain flutter off, and his eyes flutter open. I'm sorry.
You're a liar. I had my fist on the table.
You trickster.
You're tricking people into taking their money, and you're detecting their thoughts to steal the answers for yourself.
Gentlemen, I'm sure this is just a misunderstanding.
You no good son of a bitch.
I'm just saying, all I can think of is that mine. Give me my money, bitch.
You can't trick the two of us. We already have enough magic to tell. And you're nothing but
sorry.
a
Here.
I want to use the horn of silent alarm.
Do any of us see this happening before it gets too
The
bad?
horn of silent alarm, and we call
a horn of silent alarm can only call one team member.
All right,
Anora's the strongest.
Anora, without explanation, you're like getting some carnival food, and suddenly in your head, you're like, ah, fuck! Some sort of alarm coming from that way.
I guess I'm gonna go figure out what the fuck they did
All right,
now.
Azanura, and since you're with Ilmain and Alexios, they come with you, and this man's like, look, I'm sorry. Here, take your money back. Here, take all I've made today. He gives you like 50 gold. He's like, please, just, I'm sorry. I will leave. I apologize.
What magic items do you have?
Y'all, am I there yet?
Not
Wait,
yet.
no, live.
God damn it.
What kind? How do you use magic? What are you?
I'm just a man with a God-given gift.
A cleric?
No. No, I was born with the ability to peer into people's minds. That's all. That's what I do. I mean, I have other skills, but nothing like that.
What? Like what? Like if I wanted you to like use this ability to read other people's thoughts, how close do you have to be to them?
I just used it. Not to say that I used anything, but I did use it. I couldn't necessarily do it again today, but tomorrow I'd be able to. But I got other skills. I could pick locks, that sort of thing.
I don't like enemies. I like friends and allies. Listen here, sir. I'm gonna take this gold. You don't have to leave town. You can make me your money. But if I need a favor, I might come back to you.
Well, it's the very least I could do for the heroes of Delphi. Name's Rambo.
Nice to meet you, Rambo.
Right.
Adagio.
I think I hear someone calling me, and he just like gathers up his stuff. He leaves you the 50 gold, and he just like runs away.
I'm taking all 50 gold too.
How dare you?
I paid for the whole thing. You lost no money. That was fun.
When did I
Literally,
show up during this? Like after?
As he like gathers up his stuff and runs away, you come up and you're like, "What the fuck is happening?"
I saw a cotton candy machine that way. Our cotton candy machine's a
We're in
thing.
fucking ancient Greece. What do you mean a cotton candy machine?
I saw a guy advertising cotton candy, and I needed to know what it was.
They just invented it. It's crazy.
I'm gonna be like, I was testing this new horn we just bought. Isn't it nice? And I'm gonna blow it again.
I'll take out mine. Yeah, they're great. Blowing mine.
I'm gonna.
And then I'm a side
up,
look at Ryujin and be
just
like,
gonna
if
pick
you
up a
open your
rock
mouth,
and just
like
throw it at each of them, and be like, stop.
Your ears are bleeding slightly.
side glance at Ryujin. If you mention Rambo, this is our secret.
You can't just talk in Celestial. I speak Celestial, motherfucker.
I'll just wink at Ryujin. We'll
I'll wink with the eye that's covered, so you
That's
don't see
really-
anything.
Oh my god. Well, now that we're all back together,
All
let's
right.
go home.
The sun is setting now.
What's left?
That's basically it.
Oh wait, I didn't get to visit the little food challenge. Blah blah blah.
Oh sure, yeah. You could head over, and at this point, you do see there are still the fish dish and the cake dish. Though after the drop of the platinum, word has begun to spread, and there's like maybe 2 of the fish just left, and there's a whole platter of the cake.
How much of a difference do the jars look?
It's significant at this point. It seems like a lot of people wanted to follow in Ryujin's lead.
Thank you.
Although that being said,
My
besides
skills.
the platinum, it's mostly copper in here. So like significant is relative.
All right, so I want to try them.
All right.
I want to see what this is all about.
I'll roll new for you.
What is
I'll roll
Ryujin
new
hyping up
for you.
here? What is
Fish
Ryujin sponsoring
and
around here?
cake. You actually sort of like both of them equally. Neither of them are really your favorite dish, but I don't. Maybe it's just because it's late in the evening. But the cake really does it for you. It's simple. It's sophisticated. It has the son of Apollo on it.
It has a sun on it?
It's nice. It's nice.
Nice.
All right. Do you want to give any money to it?
Nah, am I petty enough to use a whole platinum?
As if that's even a question.
Don't test me like this.
You just,
Oh my God.
you literally just got what? 425 gold just for telling me a spell was gone?
All right.
Okay, but I can't tell. It's not like I can
It's a
tell
whole
how
different
much
game.
is
It's
in
like how
each of
many
these.
jelly
Am I
beans are in the
platinum? Did
jar.
it change anything? And then, are there even like people around me to see that like I'm endorsing the sun one? I don't know. Try to challenge Ryujin. I mean, I'm sure that fish tasted awesome for someone
Yeah,
who lived
yeah.
across the coast.
There are absolutely people around. I mean, there are always going to be people around you during this festival. Yes,
Is
the
the
sun
sun
the sun
set
is
yet?
currently setting.
All right, so me and my beautiful light of the gods, I'm gonna put a platinum piece into this jar
Ding.
of cake.
There's a few oohs and ahs,
This is
and you do
kind
see
of,
people begin to grab some more of the cake.
Like, to be fair, they were
Yeah,
both
they're
really
good.
good. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna ask them what inspired them to create their dishes.
And they tell you. I mean, the fish dish is fairly easy to figure out the inspiration.
Yeah.
The cake dish, he wanted something simple, very Delphian, something that you don't need to be a professional chef to be able to make. That people in their homes could make this dish in their kitchens every year in honor of this celebration.
I love that. I love that so much.
All
I want
right.
to put 2 silver.
And you do see people begin putting more money.
That
it's
is so
tough. But
cute.
there's been more time since Ryujin, so there's more in that jar. But you are having a heavy impact. The son of Apollo is having a heavy impact. Shocker. Yeah.
Oh.
In the city
This
of
is,
Delphi, the son of Apollo just happens to,
Yeah.
I
carry some weight.
oftentimes
Yeah.
forget that my father literally.
Do you guys
Whoop,
remember the
city.
movie
course.
Sky High?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I feel like Adagio is the human glow stick.
Yes.
The blonde kid, the neon yellow shirt.
You just gave Isaac
There you
another
go.
thing to draw us as.
All right.
Yeah.
So as
Pick
the
your
sun
people.
begins to set
I have
after
no
Cloud
an
shape.
exciting day, the spicy food is just now beginning to feel like it's gone completely from your mouths. You make your way back to Sunbrown Manor. If there's anything you guys would like to do before you rest before the festival tomorrow.
I want to
Yeah, I have a
Oh my
question.
god.
Ilmay.
So I sent that note to Nestus. I haven't
Mhm.
forgotten about this. To meet me in 2 weeks. Is the 2 weeks up tonight?
It would
or
be
is
tomorrow
it
after the festival.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I needed to know. I'm good.
I wanted to go find a seamstress so we can have really cute togas that match and shawls of our
Sure.
own personal colors.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
You know what?
Let's
I
take
go
a
with-
wild guess what Anora's color would be.
Green. Bet I got you. Oh,
you
no,
caught
that's a plus
caught
0.
me. It's green, not purple. I've
Oh,
been
it's
lying
like-
this whole time.
Well, I wanted green for druid.
Oh, don't focus. I'm trying to submit a paper.
What was your investigation? 19.
19 plus 0.
It's not hard. You are both a celebrity in this town, and there's lots of people out on the street to ask. They do point you towards a seamstress in the training ground district. Her name is Lorana. She's a human woman with like ringlets of auburn hair. She's currently working on a dress on a mannequin as you enter, and as she sees you enter, she like drops the safety pin that was in her mouth. Then she stands up. Hi, how can I help you?
Extend my hand. Hi, it's so nice to meet you.
You as well, Lorana.
So I know this is very last minute, and I had very much had every intention to visit you before. But basically, I want to buy outfits for me in the Hands of Fate. 5
Her eyes
matching
go
white togas,
wide.
or 4 and a gray. 4 and a gray, and then the only personalization would be the shawls that we wear. So just like over one shoulder, 5 different colors.
Of course. What colors?
Black for Ilme, blue for Eugen, red for Alexios, yellow for me, and then blue for Anora. green for Anora.
Why green?
For the druid. Oh my god, if you want purple so bad, you can have damn purple.
Why green just makes no sense.
Green is for the
Isn't
nature.
your,
For the nature. It was supposed to also be ombre.
your
Like
cloak
different
was green
colors
too,
look
right?
lighter.
Let's say my cloak is already green.
Oh my god, you're not gonna be wearing your cloak because if you wear your damn cloak, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you.
Of course.
Oh
I'm
no.
gonna feel disrespected. You don't like my togas enough?
I
That's
may
fine.
have to.
Can it be green and purple?
What if I stayed and helped you? Like I love sewing, as you can tell by my beautiful outfit.
Are
I'm
you
like,
do you know how to sew?
probably only like at like a second hand helping my mom make little kids.
Well, I'm sure you're a busy man. I would never say no to the help, but I can do this in a night. I can do this.
No, I definitely want to help you. That way, my blood, sweat, and tears can go into
course.
these for my friends.
Well, for you, obviously, a discount. For 5, and I assume these are for tomorrow, right?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
And
I need a better preparer.
You want them fairly fancy, dressed up?
Well, the city will see us in it, so I'm gonna say
okay.
yes.
In that case, with the friends and family discount, I would say I can do all 5 for 60 gold.
Oh, fuck yeah. I was like, damn, I only have like 400 gold. I'm not gonna afford any of this. 60 gold. Bet you can have 70.
Thank you so much. All right, so you go ahead and mark off that 70 gold. It will take most of the night. So
that's okay.
Yeah, you will take a point of exhaustion. But yeah, so anything else you guys want to do tonight before heading to bed?
Go up to the statue
sure.
of Theseus, say good night, and then crash.
Honora, on the roof?
No, like I'll go back down to wherever else I
you have a room.
I don't know.
It's your house.
Okay, I'll go back to my room that I haven't described or even thought about at all.
You haven't decorated yet. It's still just the basic room.
Is there?
That's the next thing we're doing.
Is the shop to like where I bought the herbalism kit? Is it still open right now?
You could check. I would say heading over to Shauna's herbalism shop. It does seem like there's a light on in there.
I'm gonna go in.
A little ding as you enter. Oh, Anura, it's a pleasure to see you.
Hi, yeah. It's really good to see you too. I honestly didn't know if I'd be back in Delphi at all at this point. Long story there, but do you have anything I can buy to use to make healing potions with?
I have herbalism kit.
I have the herbalism kit. I need the stuff to make healing potions.
Oh, well, for a basic healing potion, you should have everything you'd need.
I thought I had to gather stuff. Oh, apparently I'm a dumbass. That was out of character.
Healing
Sorry,
potions are the only thing that are sort of the
needs.
exception to the rule. Basically, healing potions, you would need proficiency with your herbalism kit, and they would take X amount of weeks and X amount of gold to make, depending on how strong you want the healing potion to be.
Oh, okay. Well, no. Dumbass. I didn't realize how
They're the only type of potion that works that way.
Okay, then I'm gonna be like, my bad. Apparently, I'm an idiot. What all does she have in this shop,
currently,
honestly? Like, I want to know
there's nothing that you haven't already seen before. It looks like, it wasn't a major priority for her to be getting potions made right now. She says, I do apologize for the low stock. I've been helping. There's a farming family from Andola's stand. They are building a new farm just outside the city gates. I've been helping them most of my days get the farm set up.
Yeah, I've been meaning to go over there and help, get some of the seeds sprouting. I have some seeds to take over there. I just haven't had a chance to.
All druids are welcome.
Okay. What? I can't even remember what she has in there. It's been a minute since I've been in there.
Yeah, I mean, you guys bought most of her stuff. They're basically just like fairly basic potions and herbalism kits, that kind of thing.
Does she have any plants that I can just like buy?
Oh, for sure. You can get like a
in
fern.
some raw manner.
Sure.
I want a fern.
The fern would be like a gold. All right.
Cool. I'm buying a fern.
The roof?
Yes.
All right.
So, laughing about that.
You all settle into bed. You can all take a long rest. Adagio, you can also take a long rest, but you do suffer a point of exhaustion.
It'd be like that.
I got 7 spell slots back.
And you all wake up the following morning. Adagio, I'll say around like 4 o'clock in the morning. You.
How do I put this point of exhaustion?
It'd be in conditions. Yeah.
Okay.
Around 4 o'clock in the morning, you wake up and there's like cloth pressed against your face. You like pull it off your cheek, and you see the human woman's like, "Sir, they are almost done. Perhaps you should just go home, and I'll deliver them first thing in the morning."
I feel so bad. This girl's gonna stay up all night in the
Please,
festivals tomorrow.
It's an honor to create the clothing that the guests of honor will wear.
What did you say her name was? All right, Lorana. You know what? I'm gonna walk around telling everyone how Lorana made my
Really
outfit.
appreciate it. Thank you. So you head into groggily get back into bed. It feels like your head hits the pillow, and immediately it's dawn, and you're waking up. But you guys all eventually make your way down for breakfast. You see the staff is hard at work, and Amber comes and goes, we got a package this morning. It's addressed to you, Adagio. Lorana?
What? Yes! Staff meeting.
Would it be a
Everyone
staff
pull
meeting
up.
or a...
Staff meeting. I said staff meeting. The whole house.
Everyone gathers in the kitchen.
All right, so firstly, I'd like to give our lovely staff members a high five. You guys are doing great. Also, you have the day off. Please enjoy the festival. Second of all, we got matching outfits.
Kath, you see Kath raise his hand. Kath raises his hand and goes,
chucking them at
for all of us.
No, I'm sorry. You were supposed to exit. You were supposed to leave. So you're cute, but no. The hands and face have
You're
matching
cute,
outfits.
but
All right,
no.
so you guys watch as Adagio pulls out these beautifully made, fancy togas. They're less pure white than they are cream off-white. There's one that's a little bit grayer, and they all fit perfectly over one shoulder, and the other shoulder there is a colored piece of fabric that is different for each of you.
Try them on. I stay up until 4 a.m. helping with these. Y'all better like them and wear them.
I'll go back to my room and put it on.
Ryujin just leaves. And...
No, I expect the 5 of you downstairs in 5 minutes. And I'm gonna toss the gray one over.
Honora doesn't have any qualms about changing in front of people. I mean, like, no one gave a shit with like the moon stars, the sisters of the moon. So Nora's just gonna like change into the toga.
You see, like, Kath gets bright red and averts his eyes.
I'm like, look how many fashions in my collar is gonna come to like my eyes.
You didn't say where to change. I just changed, dude. You said you wanted to see him.
Can I make my cloak big enough for me to just change without anyone seeing me?
Yeah.
It's a tent. Oof.
It's like that portable
sauna.
sauna.
You guys all
And
head back down to the kitchen now wearing your togas. You dress up good. Like they fit you very well. They look fancy. You guys look coordinated. You guys with the dragon tooth necklace. It's a look.
I'm a cloak of many fashions. My cloak to look like a sunset. Because I'm that
it's
extra.
Like cascading yellows and oranges and reds and even some like blues and purples in there. It's beautiful.
Before we get on the float, are we just going to be walking around?
The float?
We're on a float? I'm sorry, what?
Are we getting on a float before the festival starts?
I
don't know. I
say.
assumed they were putting us on a float, honestly, if I'm being real.
At that point, Amber goes, we have had correspondence with Lord Pythonis. He says to enjoy yourselves throughout the day, but at midday, everyone's going to be shuttled over to the amphitheater on the Lord's Peninsula, where you'll be sitting with him and the rest of the council. The remaining council, yeah.
Okay, well, while this is happening, since there's a lot of people out and about and Nora really does not like it, Nora's going to put on Nature's Mantle and kind of like blend in.
And it's weird, like the mantle wants
to
to be very natural and free, and making it sort of resemble stonework and buildings. It almost resists you, but it does eventually comply.
Okay.
So
I want to go up to Alexios and ask him about that rapier that he got yesterday. I kind of forgot about it last night, or like until right now.
Yeah. What about it?
Is there? I mean, I know you use your chakrams, right? Would you ever use this?
I mean, probably not. I mean, it's. I mean, yeah, no. Do you want it?
Well, I do use a rapier. It'd be kind of nice to have a fancy one.
Fine. I mean, make sure you tell the Black Hands thank you or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
No, I endorse them 100%.
Is this happening in front of everyone?
Yeah.
So can we talk about endorsing people onto the council? Because clearly we have the Black Hand twins for the Black District. Tina is going to take over the Magic District if we don't do anything. And I still have my vote for Simon Carl. He's definitely going to get out of jail and just take over his Archpriest. Everyone else is still in place.
Yeah,
right?
because the only other one is Odella.
How would that ever work? Speaking of which, while we're on the Black Hands, does anybody mind if I invite them to sit with Lord's Peninsula if we can? They wouldn't be there, right? Or would they?
Basically, everyone in the city would be at the amphitheater for the festival, but you could absolutely, it would be within your power to invite them onto the VIP section for sure.
I want to talk to someone. I don't want Taro spending the festival in jail. This is so sad. What if I just kept an eye on him? Like he was my buddy and we just walked around together.
You could try.
Taro come out to play.
I'm gonna go find Odella. I'm gonna put my hair back in the hilt and I'm off to go find Odella.
All right. Very quickly, you discover that Odella is on the Lord's Peninsula, currently wrangling the last of the things that she needs to do. But if you wanted to, you could just go over to the prison.
I don't want to lie about being Odella sent me.
I mean, you can go to the Lord's Peninsula and try to get a moment with her.
Nah, she's busy. I spent a week with her. I know how busy she is.
So you guys walk out of your home, and immediately you're hit. You thought that it was an exciting atmosphere before. This is entirely different. Everyone is out and about. There doesn't seem to be anyone in Delphi who is not on the streets right now. Everyone is having the time of their lives, having a blast. You hear the sounds of other people participating in the pepper competition. A lot of these things are still going today. Is anyone going with Adagio?
I want to go. I'll go.
All right. So, Adagio and Ilme, you guys make your way over to the prison. It's familiar for both of you. You guys have both been here several times. You see the two Delphian guard standing by the front door as you guys approach. Sorry, we know it's a special day, but we can't let anyone in.
Why not?
We prefer not to say.
Oh, did whatever his name is, the Ambo arm?
Escape?
Well,
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
That is a +6. So we're gonna go ahead and add that. 16 and 12.
He's definitely embarrassed, and it almost feels like you're the principal and he got brought to your office. He's sort of looking anywhere but at you, and he's like, well, he didn't escape, as there was no sign of a struggle, really. I think someone might have let him out.
All right. Well,
Hey.
I won't tell if you won't tell, but I'm just
Oh,
here to see
fair.
Carl and take him with me for the day.
Make a persuasion check.
Hopefully, it's better than that 10 I rolled. What is my persuasion? Oh my god, can you open? Skills. Oh, of course, charisma. Yeah. Why couldn't I have Ryujin with me? Ooh, 17. Yeah, plus 0,
17?
so just 17.
Let's see. He
No!
looks at you and he looks at his friend. He's like, well, just all right. So you have to keep him safe. Don't let him out of your eyesight, and make sure he doesn't get away. And also make sure no one tries to kill him. Right? We need him alive for trial.
That's a lot of things. Alright, so heard. I will take full responsibility. He will never leave my side, and I'll bring him back as soon as
And
the
he's
festival is over.
Staying handcuffed as well.
Aw. That's okay. That's okay.
All right.
That's fine. I don't have an ailment on my side or anything.
Just all right. You wait out here. I'll bring him out. He goes inside and.
Woo! Yes! Yes! I'm gonna turn to Elman and be like, you're totally picking the damn
A
locks.
few minutes later, the door opens again, and you see the gnomish figure of Summon Karo. As soon as he hits the light, he like almost shields himself from the light, so not used to the brightness. You see this stubble, the beginnings of a beard beginning to form. And he, once he gathers himself, Dodgio. So it's you who've done this. That's awful kind of you.
I'm gonna give him a big hug. How did he raise his hands?
Thank you. So I get to be out for the day?
You do! But not looking like this. I'm gonna put the cloak of many fashions on his shoulders and be like, let's get you all
Alright.
spiffy or something.
Cut to the 80s montage. You take him to a bathhouse and he gets to wash himself and a new, clean, basic toga. You do see lots of people are giving him weird looks when they sort of do double takes as they see him.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
before
yeah.
we leave, I wanted to ask the guards if I could go and see where the emblem was kept. I wanted to investigate it.
Ooh, I can help with
It's being
that.
let
I'm
me.
sorry, we're under specific orders from Odella not to let anyone in.
But where the
And I
Anti-fate.
understand that, but Odella is on the council.
we helped put him in there.
If you bring Odella here and she lets you into the crime scene, I am more than happy to do so.
We could do it after
can,
the festival.
can I ask when did he
Yes.
escape? Can I
About
at least
2
know
days ago.
that?
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Right. So, now 80s montage, blah, blah, blah. So, it's probably, you're going to want to start, all 5 of you soon, making your way towards the Lord's Peninsula. You've probably got an hour until the show starts.
I'm
You want me
gonna
to
get
pick
this
these
man
up?
up. Yes, please.
Go ahead and make a
I can
thieves tools
try.
check.
Let's get him out of these cuffs.
Yeah.
I have a side question. Is he a cleric or is he just like a regular
He is
priest
partially a cleric.
the church?
Yes, he is
Partially a
multi-classed.
cleric?
I got a 25.
Yeah, it's not a problem for you. I mean, you have you
hold on to the cuff.
understand how these like Delphian guard handcuffs work. This is not your first rodeo, so you do manage to very carefully pick the lock. And Carl rubs his wrists and thanks you.
And to remind you, Caro, this agreement was only until after the festival is over, but I swear we will be clear
I
in your
have
name.
no doubt that you will keep up your word. I am filled with hope this day as all other days.
I want you to know that if Carl dies today, I will be crying for the next 2 weeks.
Alright, so the 5 of you join back up now with
get this
Sunman
answer.
Karo and begin making your way towards the Lord's Peninsula. There are people... Oh, yeah, Alexios?
Wait. At some point before we go to the Lord's Peninsula, can I go invite the Black
Oh,
Hands
absolutely,
with or
absolutely.
to sit with us?
Even like as you guys are beginning to make your way, you do see them, and they are dressed up as well. Not nearly as dressed up as you guys, but they're clean at least, and they humbly accept your request. So you make your way towards the Lord's Peninsula, and you're a bit confused. You don't actually know where the amphitheater is. Ilme, you would probably know, but you and the rest of this crowd heads towards the Lord's mansion. And instead of going in where you did to fight Aruxal, you go around and you see in the backyard, essentially the back lawn of this mansion, there is an enormous, beautiful amphitheater. You see set up in the center of the audience is a raised platform, and you see several chairs on this platform. Lord Pythonus is waving at people from the platform. You see Odella next to him sitting down, just keeping track of everything, and other chairs that you assume are for you and other valued guests. People are beginning to stream into the audience, and you see the stage in front of you. It's fairly barren. There are some wings on either side, and the only sort of set dressing you see is above the stage, held up by metal beams, is this beautiful, almost chandelier in the shape of a burning sun, directly in the center of the stage, and it's lit. And even in this broad noon daylight, the chandelier itself is glowing. You get the sense that probably there's some magic involved, but it's glowing like the sun. As you guys come up to the VIP section, Odella greets you, Lord Pythonus greets you. You find your seats. You see there are plenty of seats, so the Black Hands and Caro can sit with you. You also see other important people here on the VIP deck. The Lord, Odella. You do see Scribe Mage Kenai on the deck with you, as well as Shaxelius, who is Odella's right hand, and other figures like that. But it's a fairly small platform otherwise. Yeah, go ahead.
I wanna head over
Yeah,
to
I mean,
Kenai.
you can basically sort of he's like in the seat behind you.
Oh, that's so funny. All right, well, I want to turn around and I want to apologize to you, Kenai. It was never my intention to threaten you. Breaking into your house was kind of a misunderstanding. Mostly on the fact that I don't usually see breaking into a person's house as breaking into their house. But there's no bad blood between the two of us, and I merely wish to express the fact that I do not mean to harm you or hate you in any way.
I appreciate the sentiment. I know that we all make mistakes sometimes. It is water under the bridge, my friend.
Are you enjoying the
Very much
festivities?
so. And I believe this will be quite a show to see.
I also go apologize to Kenai since I was
We'll say
also
you're
there.
in the seat right next to Adachi. You can turn around as well.
We're like, yeah, we were just trying to see if we could get in touch with you and find some information. And I don't know what exactly is happening with Ilme, but we felt like you might be avoiding us because of Ilme. We were just trying to talk to you. We're a little curious about stuff. I do need to talk to you about something that I found at some point, if you're willing.
Of course, I am at your service. Perhaps after the festivities you can find me.
Okay.
It's around that
actually-
time you see the tall elven figure of Headmaster Arathorn step on stage, the man who runs the Lyre Song School in the Training Ground District. He's wearing ornate golden robes as he pulls out a lute and begins to play. And the crowd hushes when they realize the show has started. His voice is beautiful, and you can immediately notice his immense talent. His fingers fly over the lute masterfully, surpassed only by maybe what you saw Orpheus do when he performed. Arathorn sings a song none of you ever heard before, and eventually you all come to the conclusion this is probably something he's just written for this occasion. It's bittersweet and melancholy. Of the lyrics you catch, it seems like it's both a welcoming song, welcoming people into the city and into the celebrations, and also a tragic one. a tragic ode to the oracle. You hear a refrain repeat over and over again. Although she is not at our side to mark this commemoration, she feels as present as before in the light of celebration. And hark, I hear her in my ear, what wisdom have you, pray tell? She opens her arms to all of you and welcomes you as well. And welcomes you as well. By the final chorus, everyone is singing along, and the number concludes to rapturous applause. Arathorn bows to the crowd and extends an arm to the guests of honor before settling the crowd. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Friends. But I am merely an opening act, performing an original piece in 5 acts, immortalizing the journey of the Hands of Fate. Please welcome the Apollo Players! More applause as Arathorn leaves the stage, and a group of like a dozen or so performers rises to the stage. They all scurry off into the wings, leaving a single woman on stage, dressed in pure white togas and a white cloth over her eyes. You see the woman slowly rise into the air, causing the audience to immediately pay attention. And from your vantage point, you can see one of the performers in the wings muttering a few arcane words, causing the effect on stage. But all eyes are on the floating woman. Hark! Danger comes to Delphi once more! Quick! Gather my new champions! It's only now you realize, like, 99% of the people in Delphi have no idea what the Oracle looks like, because this is definitely supposed to be the Oracle, and does not look remotely like the Oracle. But just then, the Oracle's whisked off stage, and a new player enters. This looks like a boy, maybe 13 or so, with purple paint all over his body, and a black toga on. Another performer begins beating a drum as the purple boy does a rhythmic tribal dance before it crescendos, and he closes his eyes. And you see, as he does so, his eyelids have been painted white, producing a weird effect where it almost looks like his eyes are just pure white when his eyes are closed. And as that happens, small bulbs of light appear one by one in the air above him. And it's only now you realize this is supposed to be Anura, a very weird, very budget Anura. Then a new scene, but the drumming continues. This time, a lute player joins in. A young man comes on stage with an eye patch over one eye, the wrong eye, and you immediately know it's supposed to be Ryujin. Other performers come on with this Ryujin. There's a short dance fight sequence before Ryujin stands in the center of the stage, focuses his energy, and does some weird, like, kung fu-esque pose. Then he reaches behind his back to grab something. You see him pull out a long metal tube. You see him point the tube at his enemies one by one, each time pressing some sort of button, causing a splash of water to burst from the tip and strike each of them in the face. The audience roars with laughter as the bad guys get propelled backward, all exaggerated. Then they all scurry off the stage. What follows is like a scene out of Scooby-Doo. A flautist joins the band as a man carrying a cardboard drawing of a scary monster rushes on stage, pursued by a little girl in a black cloak wielding a dagger. The fake Ilmay and the monster run a complicated route around the stage, even at one point descending into the audience as the crowd laughs and cheers. Then the next scene, with a mandolin joining the band. A heavily armored man comes on stage, and you see there's a weird sort of glossiness to his hands, as if they're covered in lotion or gel. Another cardboard monster comes out, and the man pulls 2 circular blades out from behind his back and throws them at the monster. You see 2 performers dressed entirely in black grab the blades and slow motion guide them towards the monster, knocking him dead. Then the man stands in the center of the stage with his arms out to his sides. You hear some more arcane words from the wings, and both his hands ignite into flame. The crowd oohs as the performer rushes off stage and dunks his hands in 2 waiting tubs of water. And finally, a vocalist joins the band, a soprano, who begins wordlessly adding to the music as a golden-haired boy in a yellow toga comes on stage. The crowd has cheered each of the heroes' entrances, but there's definitely a little something extra on this one. The fake Adagio just stands center stage, taking in the applause, before kneeling on one knee and lifting his head towards the sky. At that moment, you hear more arcane words, and you all immediately avert your eyes as the actor is suddenly boom, illuminated in bright daylight. The audience recoils as then they immediately begin cheering and applauding. Once this daylight fades, you see the other members of the Hands of Fate have rejoined Adagio. And what follows another sort of dance battle that again makes you realize the people of Delphi have no idea what goes on in the gauntlet. There's a great many cardboard monsters that they fight, though it seems like Adagio always happens to get the killing blow. Until finally they're fighting what looks like maybe some sort of manticore or something, and Anura gets impaled through the chest. The performer falls down to the ground dramatically, and Adagio grabs their body, looks up to the heavens. No! Another wave of applause. All the performers stand up, bow, and leave the stage as Arathorn returns. What follows is a whole lot of the same. I won't go through all of it because we'll be here forever. But there's a Delphian choir that sings a new song called The Three Suns that tells the tale of the moment where Adagio and Phaeton met King Laethus and really leans into the wordplay between sun like the star and sun like a child. Then the Apollo players come back, who return and tell a highly dramatized interpretation of Anura's resurrection, including a moment where all 4 remaining members of the group slit their palms open and bleed on the wound. And Apollo himself makes an appearance in that one, played by an older actor wearing an extravagant headdress and greeted with a fresh round of cheers from the crowd. Then there's a silent comedic performance by a pair of half-elves who pantomime a sketch based on the idea that they're trying to build a shop to sell their wares, but the baby dragons keep coming and destroying their work. Then, more of the Apollo players, this time heroically fighting off dragon wormlings throughout the streets of Delphi. There were even moments where the people in the audience throw things at the cardboard dragons, and the performers mime eating them off the ground. It's great. Crowd's loving it. Then there's another sketch by 2 women playing Apollo and King Laethus up on Mount Olympus, where King Laethus drones on, boring Apollo to the point where he heads down to Delphi and puts poison into Phaeton's hand so he can get rid of King Laethus. Then the Apollo players are back with a dramatic and sorrowful retelling of Phaeton's death, which greatly elongates the process and includes an entirely fictional moment where Apollo himself descends to the city and converses with his 3 sons. You see a fitting, beautiful farewell to King Laethus as he takes the crown off his head and lays it on the head of Phaeton. Then another comedic sketch, imagining a conversation with the Anvil Arm and Sunman Karo stuck in a prison cell together. At this point, knowing that Karo's in the audience is a little uneasy, but the reaction is interesting regardless, and only here in this sketch could you feel Odella's influence on the material. Karo's in the sketch is a fairly sympathetic character, but nearly every time he speaks, the audience boos him regardless. You get the sense, even if word has gotten around that Karo was under magical influence when he killed Phaeton, the general public seems more than happy to just sort of cast him as the villain and forget about it. Then, the final part of the Apollo players' performance. This one centering on the fight with Aruxal in the council chambers. More so than the Anvil Arm or Karo, Aruxal's cardboard cutout is absolutely despised by the audience. They throw things, they boo, they yell obscenities at him. It's a lot. And there's another extravagant dance fight between him and the Hands of Fate that ends with the actors all looking at each other, nodding, and then separating the cardboard Aruxal from the performer holding him, and then beating the performer up. The audience cheers and laughs, and all the players take one final bow before giving the stage once again to Headmaster Arathorn, who takes the stage. Delphians and visitors alike, we thank you for your patronage today. As this performance comes to a close, let us thank Lord Pythonus for the opportunity. And of course, let us thank the Hands of Fate for giving us a reason to celebrate in the first place. Huge cheer. And now, to close us out, the act you've all been waiting for. Fresh from their tour all across the Xandarian Empire, I give you the Fey Slumber! Everyone goes crazy. 2 figures come on stage. First, you notice a half-elven man playing some sort of large drum. He has pale skin, brown hair, cut short, and he's adorned every inch of himself with jewelry. Each finger holds a beautiful jeweled ring, and gold and silver circlets line his wrists all the way up his forearms. He has a baton in each hand and begins beating out a rhythm like a war march. Beside him is an utterly foreign creature to all of you. She seems to be fire made flesh, with skin of deep maroon and short hair that flickers above her like flame itself. She's quite a sight. And she pulls out a fiddle and begins strumming her highest string. A hush falls over the crowd as the music grows, creating a powerful sense of suspense. It's only then that you see a third figure step on stage. He looks human, maybe mid-20s, and exceptionally good-looking. His waves of hair curl behind his ears and rest just above his shoulders. It looks blonde, but so bright that it almost borders on pure white. He wears a purple vest over a white blouse. He carries a lute, the strap of which is strewn over his shoulder. His shirt sleeves are rolled up to his elbows, and you see his forearms are heavily tattooed. He smiles a broad, handsome smile as he shouts to the crowd, "Gentlemen, ladies, people of Delphi, we are the Fey Slumber, and we have traveled a long way to entertain you today. We do hope you've enjoyed all the performances today, and it's our privilege to close out the main portion of these festivities. Now, we could simply play you some music, like good boys and girls, but this is Delphi, the city of music, so we can play. But how about we spice it up a bit?" You hear some applause and whoops from the crowd. The human smiles a mischievous smile. He flashes a little wink to someone in the crowd, and then backs up, takes the fiddle from the firewoman. "Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Scorch, the Genasi axe thrower." Another round of applause. The firewoman steps forward, the human now taking over the zim, 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 zim of the fiddle. She gets to the front of the stage. You see she has two beautiful hand axes and sheaths on her belt. She begins to speak. "What you are about to see is very dangerous. It is outlawed entirely on 3 continents and 2 planes of existence. This performance is not for the faint of heart. But if you are brave, if you are fearless, I require somebody from the audience." There are excited murmurs that spread throughout the crowd. Gradually, hands start rising into the air. First 1, then 2, then waves of hands. You can raise your hand, absolutely. People shouting, "Pick me! Pick me!"
Same, I want to
See
volunteer.
the woman, Scorch, make a big show looking over the crowd, weighing her volunteer options. She looks at you guys, sees you volunteering. Eventually, she squints her eyes at the crowd, raises a single finger towards somebody she sees off to the left. "You there, in the green coat, have you a wife?" You hear a voice shout back from the crowd. "No. No children." "No children either." "You'll be perfect. Give him a hand, everyone!" Crowd cheers as the man makes his way up towards the stage. The drum keeps going. Oh, boom, 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 boom. The fiddle. As the man climbs up, you see he looks to be a human man, maybe mid-30s, a thin beard growing on his chin. The Genasi shakes his hand and puts her arm over his shoulder. "What is your name, sir?" "Barnabas." "Barnabas! You are a very brave man. My axes are very sharp. I do not wish to cause injury on this fine day. So please, allow me to cast a small protection spell, yes?" Barnabas nods, seemingly a bit relieved. You watch the Genasi takes a step away from the man, extends her hand above her head, and traces an arcane sigil in the air. You see the faint shape of purple arcane energy form the sigil, and then it floats a few inches towards the Genasi and seems to dissipate around her body. Barnabas looks a little awkwardly at her. She goes, "Oh, you misunderstand. The protection is for me, good sir. I am the one who must be able to perform this again tomorrow, yes?" There's a couple laughs from the crowd. Scorch pulls out one of her hand axes, twirls it between her fingers. You see now the axe is made of a brilliant bronze material, with bands of gold curling up the handle. She twirls the axe 3 more times before handing it handle first to Barnabas. "Now tell me, is this sharp to you?" Barnabas runs his finger along the axe blade. Seems to get a little more nervous as he nods and hands it back to her. Very good. Now, I hail from the elemental plane of fire. The essence of fire itself flows through my veins. Would you like to see it? There's a cheer from the crowd. Scorch smiles, pulls out her second hand axe, walking over to the other side of the stage so that she is as far from Barnabas as possible. May the fires above and the fires below fuel the fires within, and let them shine for the world to see. As she says that, her hands erupt in flames. There's a gasp from some members of the audience. You watch the flames trace their way up the handles of the hand axes. You see, the bronze doesn't seem to be very affected by it, but the gold is glowing red hot, giving the axes the appearance of emerging from molten flame themselves. You notice Barnabas take an instinctual step back as Scorch begins twirling her flaming axes, one hand, then the other, then juggling them safely. As if she weren't even really concentrating on it. It's easy for her. The drum gets slowly faster and faster. Fire has an innate power. The power of life and the power of death. For it is fire that provides man warmth in the Frostlands, and fire that burned the city of Troy to cinders. As this fire flows through me, the power it possesses becomes my own. The power of life and death! Suddenly, one of the axes flies out of her hand towards Barnabas. The crowd only has time to gasp and scream. Barnabas only thinks to raise his arms to shield his face as the flaming axe sails towards his head before it stops an inch away from his nose. It floats in the air, completely stationary. The drum and fiddle suddenly stop. And the crowd erupts in cheers. Barnabas opens his clenched eyes, sees the axe in front of him, seemingly amazed he's still alive. Scorch opens her arms towards the crowd. They obligingly cheer harder for her. She smiles. She reaches a hand out toward the floating axe. Slowly, the axe glides its way back across the stage to her waiting palm. The drum and fiddle start again. I must confess, I have not been entirely forthright with you this day. You see, I have a little trick up my sleeve. You watch as Scorch throws one of her flaming hand axes in a gentle arc towards the center of the stage. But like before, it freezes, motionless, in midair. With her free hand, Scorch flicks her wrist and the floating hand axe immediately twirls in the air. Now you see! This is not merely a feat of accuracy on this stage, but also a test of concentration. The floating hand axe slowly glides over to Barnabas on the side of the stage and seems to almost caress his cheek. Scorch shoots her hand up and the floating axe rockets high into the sky. The crowd gasps. As all eyes look to the flaming axe above, Scorch throws her other axe directly at Barnabas. Another gasp as both axes look to impact at the exact same time before they each stop an inch away from his body. Another loud round of applause. The floating axes glide back across the stage, come to rest in Scorch's hands. She gives them a few good twirls. What I have shown you today is dangerous, yes, but ordinary. Many can learn to do as I do, and many have learned to do this. But I am an artist, so I do not sorrow at lesser beings copying my act. No, I take it as a challenge. Let them do this. I will make it far more extreme. Barnabas, my friend, you have been such a great sport this far. Would you please take several steps toward me? He seems nervous, but he does. Scorch comes to meet him center stage. She now stands only just out of arm's reach. First, I must concentrate on aiming my axes towards my target. Then, I must concentrate on stopping them just before they impact. My brain is only so fast. My reflexes only so quick. I wonder, just how much time does it take for me to stop my axe? She lifts one of her axes up in front of her. The blade's only about 2 inches from the fabric of Barnabas's coat. She turns her face towards the audience. Do you think I could stop an axe from this close? There's a roar from the crowd, a sea of yeses and nos, of cheers and boos. There is only one way to find out. Barnabas, my friend, you have been a wonderful guest today. I do hope you survive this. The crowd laughs. Scorch lowers her axe, takes a deep breath. Barnabas closes his eyes. The drum beats faster. Boom, 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 boom. Scorch pulls an axe up to her eye, lining up her shot. Boom, 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 boom. She pulls her hand back, throws her arm forward. The sound seems to come from nowhere, and you can immediately tell that it's caused Scorch to lose her concentration. She instinctively reaches out to try to catch her axe with her hand, but it's too late. She grasps Barnabas' shoulder as he collapses to the ground, unmoving. The axe hangs suspended in the air, just inches out of Scorch's grasp. The drums and the fiddle stop abruptly. As the crowd gasps, there's a moment where nobody seems to understand what just happened. Scorch extinguishes her flames, throws her remaining axe to the ground as she crouches down to Barnabas' body, filling the side of his head the audience can't see. The other two members of the crew, the half-elf and the attractive human man, both rush to the body as well, no more laughter or excitement on their faces. It's in this moment where the crowd finally seems to understand what's happening. They finally get their voice back. Somebody screams. Then it spreads. People are screaming and shouting. Some are rushing to get nearer to the stage. Others pushing to get away. A platoon of Delphian guards begin making their way up onto the stage, but as soon as they step foot on it, the human and the half-elf, the performers, they leap up to their feet. They put themselves between the guards and the body. Several guards point their spears at the performers, raise their arms and surrender. But at that moment, Scorch stands back up. Stop! The powerful shout echoes through the crowd. For a moment, everybody freezes, even the guards. Fire contains the power of life and death. Fire took the life from this man, so fire can give it back. You watch as Scorch ignites her hands once again, slowly lowers them onto the body's chest. As her palms touch his chest, you watch as his torso fills with air and he shoots up, catching his breath. There's a moment of stunned silence. The crowd erupts with cheers and whoops. The performers back up as the guards go on a check on Barnabas, who waves them off cheerfully. The human performer steps forward as Scorch bows. Scorch, the Genasi axe thrower, everyone, give her a hand. The crowd goes wild. And another round of applause for your very lovely Barnabas for being such a wonderful sport. They go crazy as Barnabas is escorted back off the stage, followed by the platoon of guards. The human man. Well, you've gotten arrested for that one more times than I can count. But not to worry. We're going to cool you down from that ordeal with a little tune I wrote called Oh Nymph of Mine. You see him toss the fiddle back to Scorch as he pulls out his lute and starts to strum. The drum and the fiddle join in, and you're quickly in the midst of a beautiful new tune. If Headmaster Arathorn was Beethoven, the Fae Slumber are like the Beatles. Like, the human has a beautiful voice, and his fingers skillfully scale up and down the neck of his lute. As he plays, sparks fly behind him, and his fingers skillfully scale up and down the neck. Light snow begins to fall onto the stage. I'm thinking of float like a Nora. The crowd is enraptured as the band performs, and you notice he begins directing his song to you specifically. He locks eyes with each of you in turn. Ilme, Adagio, Anura, Ryujin, Alexios. You notice now, his eyes are two different colors. One is a gentle purple iris, while the other is red and shining like a jewel. The song grows in intensity, and just as it reaches its climax, a blast of pink arcane energy bursts from the tip of his lute and spins in the air, becoming larger, becoming more solid. Suddenly, where there before was nothing, there is now a glowing pink nature spirit standing on stage. The crowd cheers for her, and she smiles. She curtsies. She begins dancing around the stage. As she dances, the song surges to a crescendo, the human's fingers flying all over his lute, before with a flourish, the song ends. The spirit fades away into nothingness, and the crowd erupts into cheers. The human looks at you, bows politely, and winks. I need all 5 of you to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Hey, I'm
Okay.
Natural 20.
my D20 go. I lost my D20.
I got a natural
Fuck you
20.
guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
12.
12, okay.
You
I
said
did.
wisdom
Off the
saving,
table.
right?
Wisdom saving.
What's
A
16
lot.
plus 7?
Uh,
Thank you.
So I technically had
19
24
plus
then.
6.
Jesus
so
Christ, guys.
25.
So,
Hey, I have
Sorry,
a plus
a pretty
7 on
face
wisdom
can't
saving.
do.
Okay.
Yeah, me
So.
too.
the song ends. Ilme. We'll find out what happens to you next time.
Oh.
That's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
What?
I thought it'd be a fun way to stop. And we're off next
You are
week.
now the ultimate
We're off
king.
next week, so we will find out what
No!
happens to Ilme the week after next week. Y'all, thank you so much for joining us. This was a blast. That's the most that I will ever talk in a row. I thought it was a little fun. Sort of like that scene in Avatar where they go to a play of their adventures, you know?
Oh, like,
Well,
Yeah,
I
that
hope
was
you guys
good.
enjoyed.
I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed
We
the whole
will
thing.
come back into this moment in 2 weeks' time. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Thank you for those of you who donated bits and for those of you who subscribed or gifted subs. It really means a lot. By our next episode, we will have a Ryujin emote for all of our tier 1 subscribers, so get excited for that. As always, this episode will be on YouTube on Thursday, and that is apparently the best place to watch all of our episodes since our early episodes are now being deleted by Twitch. So definitely check out our YouTube. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube. It really helps us out. And as always, guys, share our show with people if you like our show. And we're hoping to expand the family a bit. So I'm going to go to the ending soon screen. We're going to find someone to raid. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye!